people here.
I would.
Yeah.
Ready up now before I crash.
Yeah,
It's too much purple. I'm not used to seeing this much purple. I'm used to being around like irresponsible, untrustworthy like sailors.
Hey, is that a Bakey the Grappler reference?
Maybe an orange once in a while.
I'll switch to green mode.
The avatar.
I don't really care if this looks bad if the shaders are turned off anyway, because
Is your mic on?
just the tune shader.
I can't hear you if it is. Oh no.
Oh hey, that's why you said the tiling looked wrong, because the shader isn't loading for you. It's supposed to be a GIF shader, so it probably just looks like two fucking O's.
Oh, there it goes. Oh.
O's.
I was about to say what? Yeah,
Yeah,
now
that probably
I see
looked a
your
little
tail moving.
stupid.
Yeah, it was just like you were rolling with a posse. It was just you and your sister just looking at me. I'm like,
that's
what am I supposed to be saying?
There's some people whose avatars are not hiding, even though I said everything.
It's like flipbook shader.
I use that one.
Like
Rubik
and
but when it's blocked,
Denia are not
usually it
friends
just
of
shows
mine, but
nothing.
their avatars still
Yeah,
show.
Rubik
overrides
GIF
everyone.
one. I'm sure I have one.
Guns kill people, man.
What about Denia then?
Wait, can you still kill yourself by
There's
running
some
into
people
it?
whose avatars are not. That means you can.
Did you set
find
the
certain
chip level
people
to
by
maximum?
blocking
Or...
everything and seeing what happens.
Hi, Octo.
Hey, Freddy.
Hello, back.
Are you showing it today?
No, it wouldn't work well in this kind of format. There's only just 3 guns and a featureless platform. Maybe next week though, when I have more.
You know,
I did get your invite back in
would-
time. I was like sorting mine out like last minute.
Freddy,
what do you think?
Just wanted to see how it would feel in VR.
Sub
I think I'm gonna have to disagree
Oh,
with you.
nice.
Only 3 guns in like a room full of people? That is my dream.
But you can't steal it, is
So
the
your
thing.
avatar is showing you.
That's even
There's only
better.
just 3 guns.
Let me load in your world first.
Featureless.
I
There's
will have
also
a
the fact that
heyday.
if someone
I was
falls
gonna say, this
off the
kind of
edge,
sounds a bit school
the gun is
shootery.
gone forever, basically.
Oh, no.
If someone falls off the edge, the gun is gone
Let me
forever.
just take this gun into a room of unarmed people and
with you.
go at it.
No,
Set the
no,
respawn
okay.
triggers.
Can I
What
just
was the
kill
song, by the way?
Yakuza?
So.
What was
No,
that song,
the
by the way,
objects
that
are
you posted?
kinematic.
Oh,
They float in the
Fractal.
air.
I see them blocked.
I know.
Yeah, Fractal.
And-
For me, they have
yeah.
an
Oh,
avatar.
Frau
and I
Seal.
block
I
all
So
actually
they wouldn't
just
fall towards the
added
kill
it.
plane.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Same thing with Beep Beep, I'm
the
Machine.
video of it.
Not yet.
Can you try that?
Normally.
Oh yeah,
it's
it's
enough
gonna be a
because
great
they're not friend
animation,
or anything.
like a character tester, just
Yeah.
because
I
of all the
see
different
No,
poses you
they are
do.
blocked to me.
Especially the
so-
neck. I want to see that with Magic Monkey's neck.
Oh, it gets
Maybe we
worse.
could
Like you
change
teleport
those
around the
settings.
stage, you
Hey,
fly.
Octopus.
It's so
Hey, Legend.
weird. Oh, Rocketopus is here. Haven't seen you in a while.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
How's it going?
In game.
One second. Maybe
So you add
choose to a dynamic boneless avatar.
So do they?
No,
Boneless.
head.
Yeah,
That's a
one of my
bonus.
friends actually got to meet you. He was Johnny 5.
Oh
He said he met you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing some cool avatar stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
But what about you?
All good. Then.
Wait,
Yeah,
Johnny
but I can
Five?
hide you as well.
I saw,
Specifically.
I saw that one earlier today.
Gotta show shaders so I can
Garrett's
see your
world.
materials.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't
It's
have
down on the
that.
head.
Just made a custom 3D model of it.
Pointless.
He's still having to do like
They should
skull
have
design.
random people.
Yeah, he's doing
So
all
what's
the
the
outfits
plan on
for
your
it as
face?
well.
You just started
Which I have no
sculpting
idea
one,
how he
or-
has the time for, but
Yeah, this is just a sculpt.
I
There's
can't wait to
no-
see it.
Nothing yet.
Wait, which
Material,
one
no
are we
glazings,
talking
no
about?
texture.
my friend State or Slate.
Can see
I
inside too, I
forgot
think.
his full name, but I just call him Johnny 5.
Oh, Simon, are you streaming now?
Has,
Yep,
like, a short
I just took a link in.
Oh, cool. Alright, I'll post it in my Discord as well.
that he
Yeah,
made
okay.
from scratch.
Are you actually working from home?
Eric, did he?
Wait, no.
Or do you
Yeah, I do know.
Everyone?
Everybody is working from
It's
home.
Kayla's
I
skill.
saw him.
just like me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on the same day I saw you.
I see.
And the appeal of VR. Working from home.
No.
Why no?
Pixel just has like front face only.
With my freaky flower
Yeah.
avatar.
Do you do anything else besides the dev?
Some people aren't the avatars aren't default.
Yeah, but it depends.
They're friends.
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
else is
yeah,
saying it's
some
like,
not.
monetary thing.
So, like someone else turning off.
You know, don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing.
Well, I think we have some devs in here, so they might be like, I know Rubik's, you can't all write his.
I can start on working on more projects.
Yeah, and then, like,
I hope we keep to this level, and we don't really get any more people because
Von Squid.
There's gonna be more people.
any more is.
maybe it's not.
I know there always is, but
Yeah.
I can actually hold a decent frame rate with this many people.
Oh, you're actually in VR for once, not your desktop form.
Is that a new facial skin?
Yeah.
Wait, haven't
It's
you
because I
complained
wanted to
about...
test my world in VR, but just kind of stuck.
Yeah, you were mentioning before that your computer was like overheating. Is that a magic monkey?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's because my sister keeps turning the fucking thermostat up, and my computer has trouble with temperatures as is. Let's see if I can get through the meetup.
Yeah.
When's the last time you cleaned it?
A while. I need to clean it again, but also it's terrible. It's an AMD card, so it has temperature problems in general.
I mean, if you also notice this world has shadows, and I saw you up there. What are you doing, Legends?
Legends, are you showing yours?
Are you showing something?
That world that you showed?
Gather around the
Yes,
red
you are.
crystals at the back there, and just kind of form a circle around me. That'd be
Showing
awesome.
off
Thank you.
my room.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just get my notes out here.
Right now. Let's see.
I think I asked this, but how's everybody doing?
Hey, we got Fred. Great.
Awesome.
How about yourself?
Good. So I've got a few things about if you're at the last week's meetup, we kind of had a little talk at the end about kind of the future of the meetup. And I thought about it a lot this week, and I've got some stuff to talk about. And so I think, this meetup itself, I'm just pulling out my notes here. It's not starting next week, but the week after. It will become a bi-weekly event. That is a bit more invite only. There will be a Google Doc to sort of get into the event where you give your username. So I'm going to go through an order. Yeah, so next week will still be normal, just same time. But there will be a new community meetup that is similar to something we used to have called the Sunday meetup. The only reason I'm not calling it the Sunday meetup is just because scheduling could change, and like this could even move from Sunday. So if anything moves to Saturday, Friday, whatever, there's still room to do that because there is going to be a scheduling change as well, which I'll get to in a second here. So yeah, Google Forms for the dev meetup and community meetup. Meetups will, yes, I'm going to be pushing these meetups 1 hour ahead to the dev meetup. When we do switch to the bi-weekly schedule, will be moved from, right now it's at 6 p.m. Eastern. It will be moved from 5 p.m. Eastern, so it'll be an hour ahead. So for the community Google form, it will be being the general sort of overall community meetup that is more about completed worlds than talking about developer-y things. That will be a Google form where I will require your Discord username, your in-game username, and just the name of the world, no world ID, because the worlds at the community meetup will have to be public worlds. And so I just kind of want to kind of vet those before I end up setting up portals and stuff to those. I can get the world ID on my own. So yeah, the dev meetup form will be just username, and that is just so I can get you into the event. You don't need to tell me, the world IDs of the 6 worlds you'll be showing. And I apologize, my phone is currently buzzing. Okay.
Unprofessional.
I know, I'm so terrible. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's telemarketing too. All right. Where was I? Yeah, so for slots for the dev meetup will be first come, first serve, and preferably not streamed. That would be more for the community meetup, just because I'm not sure if people want to, show off what they're currently working on. Because it is, again, more about the developer side of things, whereas right now I'm inviting both developer and the community to come and check out what people are developing. That's just kind of becoming a little too much, and so I kind of want to segregate the developer meetup just to be more developer centric. So we constantly stop hitting the user cap from both developers and average users coming in. Not that I hate having average users in here, but it's becoming a little difficult to manage with the cap being 40. And there's a lot of people in here who can't make it because the world cap is 40. And so I kind of want to prioritize people who want to show things off and get feedback from other developers. World jams is something we talked about last week as well, and I want to start those in December, hopefully with some sort of Christmas week, Christmas themed contest. And so the idea is that for a month, you guys can get into teams and develop a world based on a theme that will be given at the beginning of December. And that's all I'm really gonna give about that right now. The results. So when the competition is done, the idea is that all of the worlds will kind of be shown at this community meetup event, and then from there we can kind of decide a winner. There would be no prizes; it would just sort of be for the community. But there would be a new developer meetup hub that I have actually started working on, so we can stop using this old cave map.
As long as you have the red crystal.
And so I'm hoping to get that done before the end of December. I actually kind of want to theme it after this map, to be honest, because we've used it so much. So yeah, that will be sort of like you'll have a little button put in this hub where people can click it and it will go to your world if you ended up winning that month. And yeah, I guess one question at the end of this is, for this whole world jam thing, would you guys prefer a separate kind of meetup that would replace the community meetup 1 week, where the formula is a little different, where we go around these meetup worlds, or would you prefer it to just sort of be a part of the community meetup, or we kind of mix it in with community meetup worlds for that week? As in, so the community meetup, the way it would be set up is, obviously these are for public worlds that you guys want to show off.
I actually have a question about the community meetup.
Sure.
Why does it have to be public specifically?
Just because I don't really want, I want things that have already been approved by VRChat at the community meetup, things that people can go to again after they're done with the event. This is less about things in development and more about things the community can visit on their own free time.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a question. What if a dev-only meetup have a very low number of devs? Like 2 or 3 devs? Would that meetup happen or would be skipped for that week?
Oh, it would still happen. Because the idea is if you show up, obviously there's probably something you want to show off. And the idea is I kind of want to lesser the number of people at the meetup and get some new users maybe into the meetup. Because currently the dev meetups are kind of community meetups on their own, but they're kind of impromptu community meetups. That's kind of what they've evolved into, where we kind of have to go through each world like every 10 minutes,
what is that?
so that we don't end up being here for 5 hours, which I don't think is a very good formula. I think it's better if we kind of focus on the developers, give people maybe half an hour, and then we can actually stop and have a discussion about things. And sort of everybody in the discussion can sort of contribute and help and talk about, animation state machines or whatever, and everybody would kind of have an expertise that they can bring to the table.
Squid.
Yes.
There's a tomato behind you. Yeah.
I'm sure there is. I've got a hazardous blocked right now. I wouldn't question it.
Oh, so I guess I have one question on that. If you say that the developer meetup, you're going to prevent streamers, what if people, could it be like an optional thing, like, hey, don't stream this world, like somebody specifies that, versus it just being no streamers allowed?
For sure. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying, preferably no streamers. I'm open to the idea of streamers, but again,
if we're presenting a world chemi, then flag a world that we're submitting as no stream and stream okay.
For sure, I can get that in the Google form.
No streamers at all or only the official dev meetup stream.
I'm sorry?
There is no official dev meetup stream though. I'm just a
Where's
streamer.
Cyan?
Same. I think this might. Huh. I still have several hangups about this, but I can't
You
really
are kind
put
of
them
the
into
official
words.
stream.
Alright, I guess I'm the official stream then.
I think it's fine. I don't think they need to that's not necessary.
Sorry,
they each have their own separate, purpose. So I don't think it should be mixed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now this is right now the developer meetup is kind of an amalgamation of a community meetup and a developer meetup, and I feel like that is kind of giving the wrong signals about what the meetup really is, and a lot of people who maybe are looking for a community meetup are even intimidated to come to this one because it's just called a developer meetup. And I feel like it would be better to just kind of have a developer meetup where everybody there is there for a developer-centric meetup. And obviously everybody here, well, a lot of us may be developers. Obviously, there's some people in here that are less developer-oriented and more about just seeing the content, that's coming out and being developed. And well, that's awesome. And that's probably why a stream would be good. I do feel like it would be better to kind of lower the number so that we can maybe also make performance higher in these development worlds.
Get back to being able to test them?
Yeah, get back to just sort of refocusing the event into a developer meetup. And just sort of take that community meetup.
What about renaming it into world feedback instead? Because it's not really... it should be what people expect it to be, and when I guess new users hear dev meetup, they expect something completely different. So world feedback would be technically and only world feedback. If you have a world you need feedback on, you join people with dev, creation behind that. It just can tell you actually what is wrong or what you should do, and that's it.
That is such a good idea. That's what we're gonna go with.
Maybe if
I would suggest actually renaming it to maybe creators meetup, because with a world testing, it is everybody can come and test other people's worlds, but that way you need to specify just for the actual creators and other creators so they can go. You could add some loading spaces here, or this could be better so it doesn't lag people, something like that.
Yeah, we're world creation meetup or world feedback meetup, as long as it has world in the title, because I don't just want to leave it at creation meetup. Because
the problem, I think, that's not a meetup. We don't meet up. The community meetup would be a meetup, but the world feedback would not be a meetup because you go for a specific purpose, and it's not. We don't go to have fun. We go to get technical feedback on something. So it's not everybody joins and it's a party. It's you go to get actual feedback and help.
It's also good for more than just stress testing. The more people you have in a world, the more likely it is that someone's going to encounter a bug. That's how Jeebus managed to find that one teleporter that was synchronized, correct?
Yeah, the one was on a buffer trigger and it's supposed to be local.
And if there's 40, you can't test at all.
Yeah, we're having people to have
Also, is stress testing a world is also nice.
Stress testing a world is nice, but people are having to raise their caps from 10, their intentional 10 up to 40 just so they can show it here, which I don't think is something that we should really have. I feel like if their cap is 10, then we should be able to fit, at least up to 20 people in there, or something not basically not have them have to raise the cap to 40.
I would also like to say, thanks to Squid for hosting these. And so, since he's doing this on his own time, whatever he chooses to do, yay. So, you get to make the rules. So, that being said...
This is my house. No, I'm kidding.
That's right. If you guys want to give Squid feedback about what to do in the future, how about we do that on Discord offline so that we can actually see
For sure. Yeah, so let's so if you guys want to give feedback about this, definitely contact me on Discord.
I'm almost sure.
I think we spent table thing we had going on.
How long have we spent here? Right, we've been here for about 15 minutes, so I think we should probably... Oh, sorry, do you have something to say, Aka?
Yeah. Yes, and just one thing, since a lot of us may not have the most powerful computers, I recommend anyone that is trusted user or any higher rank user to switch yourselves to a user rank, so it's easier for everyone to block your features to improve performance.
Yeah, good idea.
There you go. Green boys unite!
And turn nameplates off as well, and that'll give you 3 frames back.
Alright,
yeah, I
so
forgot about
I
that.
guess with all of those things said, welcome to the Community Developer Meetup. If this is your first time, welcome. What we do is I will just sort of compile a list of worlds that you guys want to show off, and then we will sort of sequentially go through that list until we run out. So we could be here for an hour, we could be here for 4 hours. Don't feel like you have to stay for the whole thing. Definitely drop out and drop in whenever you want. So in a second here, I'm going to ask if anybody has anything to show off. Just raise your hand or say something. Just a heads up ahead of time. I do have avatars blocked, so please do start yelling at me. Don't just wave, because it is very difficult for me to pinpoint somebody in an audience right now.
I would like to show something as well. We got Legends, we got Monkey,
and so that, yeah. Does anybody want to show anything off?
You're showing something?
Yes.
Okay.
You saw it, didn't you?
Legends. Legends, do you want to show off?
Asylum?
Yeah, wait.
Alright, we got Magic Monkey, and then who else?
Legends,
Legends.
Legends, Aqualink, alright.
Didn't you? Are you the only one that saw it?
No, I'm trying.
So far we have Magic Monkey, Legends, and
Oh yeah,
Aqualink.
I
Is
saw
there
it,
anybody
and I
else?
think Fiona might have seen it.
Wants to go?
Me, Lakuza. Yeah.
So if we've already shown a world before, are we allowed to show it?
Alright, Lakuza. Anybody after Lakuza?
I think someone was asking a question.
Who was asking a question? Ask again.
Good question, Elmo. Yeah, so if you guys change your mind or your buddies join in halfway through, don't be afraid to just come up to me again. It is hard for me to pinpoint people in an audience. So if I call upon your name to, go next and you hear me, just please actually run up to me, because I will not be able to find you in the sea of gray men.
And spear tackle.
And so, yeah, with that said, Magic Monkey, do you want to drop an invite plus Portal to Worlds?
Explain.
What? What's your name?
Please be sure to have an optimized avatar. No lights on them, please. Or dynamic, at least.
Tiny avatar capsule.
Alright, Portal guys.
I'm very optimized.
Yeet.
Yeah.
I'm top peak optimize.
Alright.
Wow, big meetup today. Are they
Yeah.
just AFK or?
I think so. Freeman, are you there?
Yeah.
Portal?
Yeah, we're moving on to the first world. Just heads up.
Yeah, I was just like mulling out, bro. Nice.
Oh, hello, Lottie. Oh, I guess you can see my hands.
Look pretty good in this one,
loser.
goddamn.
Oh, that's a trippy skybox.
Is this a Undertale reference?
Light burst.
My face, but
Oh, is the button?
I like the third one.
The Doge is the best.
How do you want to do this, Monkey? Do you want to just...
Makes me sick.
Okay, so I have shown
Why
this
is my
before,
sound
like,
so
I've just
high?
done a few updates with it though, like as like this whole hanger thing Bob. These buttons over here, pretty much like do like an overlay of the shaders on the avatars.
Nice.
And all these buttons over here. The skybox. There.
Yeah.
Everything is local.
I think I have to leave. I get like 5 FPS even in the cave already. Have you got nameplates off? No.
Yeah, it doesn't happen to everyone.
You have to block out.
Turn the nameplates off and then see if you can individually turn people's avatars off.
Yeah, because
No, I have,
Cyan's
like,
unaffected except
13.
for his sword and shield.
Wait, am I really? Because it works for me.
Blinks.
Yeah, let me take photos.
Because the nameplates have 15 draw calls.
Yeah, look at me.
Each? Each?
But we are basically an empty map.
Okay, I got a screenshot. I'll put it on.
Basically an empty map. That's not gonna work out.
Oh gosh, I need to find the clear.
So is there anything else in here that's pretty that you want to show off?
You can Doge. Just leave stream and Doge the rest of the meetup.
No, there's something about like there's too many people in here.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's probably mostly either because my graphics are good enough for it because it's single core.
I mean, I've got 15 frames. It could be the map as well.
I can't tell if this is actually blocking or shaders.
I can't see your hands moving. Yeah, so I guess we'll just stick here for maybe.
Okay.
Was there also a mirror?
Working out at all. I can't barely move anymore. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
What do these do?
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with this shit. Let's see if it works now.
Also, I've taken up those shaders that were doing those weird outlines and that there's proper working ones now.
Oh, so you finally fixed that?
Nice.
Yep.
So first thought is that seems to be a dynamic light. It may not be shadow, but
Which one?
is that a dynamic light?
That one? No, that last mix.
I don't know if I showed you the shader I put on the last.
I don't know the performance on mixed light as much, but it's like because of that, it's like I'm wondering how many times everyone's being drawn here.
You think I should make it baked?
I mean, what
performance?
Yeah, for performance, if you really want to have this many people in here, yes, but I doubt you're ever gonna have this many all in one room for public.
Do you use shadows for something in this world? This is just for avatars specifically, because the shaders override the shadows on avatars, so it's not really necessary to have mixed lights.
It's a that is true. I'll change it from mixed to baked with that there.
Nice.
By having an
I'm amping you now.
to see the texture.
The light versus skybox kind of made me sick.
Because I couldn't handle it even with the...
Oh, okay.
I'm going. It's really powerful.
Oh, this one's moving. I need to change it. There we go.
It's pretty fun.
Hell, this is nausea.
Which one is it?
Oh, just.
Why are they all moving?
This one is.
Turn on the ocean.
This one hurts. If you run outside.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Why are they all moving?
Legends unaffected. Legends is right here.
Oh, hello,
Squid.
Legends. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unblock everybody who presents. I'm going to unblock your avatar, just so it's easier for me to find you in the crowd, real quick. So, Legends, Acolyte, and Luku's,
Yeah. By your
you are.
shader? By the shaders?
You're completely unaffected except for the cheese in the basket.
Okay. Legends.
Yes.
Are you good to go?
I couldn't hear you.
Are you good to go? Are you good to present?
Yes, if you could gather everyone around.
Awesome. Is my mic down?
No, you're fine. It's just everyone's loud.
So it's pretty much just the menu, and then I should be able to do the
Alright,
menu
everybody, real
and
quick.
just
If we could just gather around Legends, guys.
I'm good to publish it there.
You guys, real quick.
Bib.
Where is Legends?
Right here.
Over here, where the arms.
Tiny giraffe.
Alright, it's all yours, Legends.
All these name tags.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have shaders.
Get on the way.
Finished.
Wonderful talk. Wonderful talk.
Yes.
Want some water?
Legends president.
Can we just put him down already? Seems like in so much pain.
Alright, so this world is nothing special. Well, actually, no, it is special. We're going to a room, but it's not any room, it's my room. I modeled my actual room. And today, you are going to see it.
Oh, it's my house.
Get to sleep with him.
Yeah, now we can look for his dirty magazines.
Actual Legends house, we can come.
Sup, Des?
Visit you in the middle of the night.
Are we having a sleepover?
Doesn't sound creepy at all.
Sleepover at Legends.
Legends, let me watch you sleep.
Just get a stick.
Hey, I recognize that body.
I thought come say hello, and it turns out it's like a visiting thing.
I can't see anything on her.
Guys, portal.
Nice. But yeah, it is gonna be like a chill out world and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah. Get everybody in the doge.
Alright.
So Lottie, last I remember, he was saying that he was using projectors onto avatars.
I'm
Oh.
right here.
The outside looks really nice.
Dude, your room is fucking huge.
The room's empty.
Holy hell.
Well, I haven't got a chance to model. So we got lights here, we got mirror, got some lights.
Why is the mirror at an angle? It's really disorienting.
Why I look sick on this mirror?
I don't know.
So wait, Legends, you actually have this big of a mirror? Why is it?
I'm actually gonna buy this mirror. I'm gonna put it in the room, empty out the room, and take a picture for my first selfie.
No, just take a selfie. Nothing special. Just a selfie.
Okay.
Any selfie. Oh, I forgot to put on a Legends avatar for this visit.
Right now.
Alright, this is my bathroom. Yeah.
Are you shit in the corner? Jeez.
I haven't modeled the bathroom yet.
I've done it. The other bathroom.
Wait, what is this? Where'd it go?
This goes upstairs. This goes
upstairs.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Better than my room.
Nice place. How much rent?
Right.
If this was me,
Let's say I wish I had a room this big.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, so here I am right here. I have one center here, one center here.
Furniture.
Oh, okay, so you're actually standing here. Nice.
Wait, let me turn around.
There's no view on the back.
Well, you can all pee.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh my god.
I'm visiting you.
It's like a party in my house.
In your room.
So that's kind of a half measure.
Wait.
Put on some banging tunes.
People.
Any
Nobody.
monsters outside?
People. Nobody. People. Oh my goodness.
Is this the most amount of people you've ever had in your house at once?
Yes. This is 40 people. I've never had 40 people.
I have a big family. Did they ever all come over?
Fucking monkey.
Well, yeah, but
Wait, what?
Because what you guys says like.
Legends, I've got a question. Do you also have a massive Legends shard outside your house?
That's classified information.
Oh, I guess I don't have it.
You look like an evil ghost.
Oh,
So
yeah, it's been said.
Right outside my window, there's a big forest back there, and it's kind of creepy at night.
Yeah.
Especially using soft or hard shadows, Legend.
I'm taking over.
Wait, what was that?
Bedroom.
They
Are
look
you using
soft.
soft or hard shadows?
It's gonna be
Soft shadows.
My main issue is if I were to move
Real-time lighting.
the side
Looks really nice.
don't have blinds, so people
And
will
real-time reflection
see me in
probes.
VR and be like, what the fuck is that guy doing?
I want to buy a Kizaragi for my house. Kind of like put it on the coffee table.
Yeah,
Lol.
but it looks fucking weird.
So about this world,
Legends.
yes.
I like that when you turn the light off, it doesn't just turn off; it fades down.
Of being British, man.
Wait, does it?
Oh, there's a light you can turn on?
Oh, it does.
Any potential going?
Press the button.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the next thing you know, if they see you through the window, you'll be like inviting them to have a cup of tea or something.
Light would do.
Real-time lighting, I guess.
It looks
Alright,
really
so about
good
this world,
Oh, okay.
This world, I don't know if I'm gonna make it public. I don't know, but if I'm gonna just keep modeling it and keep adding to it, and the more better it looks, maybe I can publish it as a hangout house or something. So yeah, something like that.
Make a hangout house of your actual house.
Exactly.
Just make the world's name your actual home address.
That's right.
Maybe I might add a dungeon or something in the back, you know? A dungeon or something, add a key.
Your social security number.
Oh, absolutely.
Meanwhile, I'm in a house that has like a hole in the ceiling.
Time to move downstairs into the big room.
All right, guys, stop turning on the lights. That's raising my light bill.
Drip.
All
right, Squid. That's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah, just
press
your face up against the window.
Accolink, you're right there. If you'd like to drop a portal, an invite plus portal in Legends bathroom, that would be great.
Everybody crowd in Legends' bathroom.
Sergeant, I'm gonna have to ask you to move. We're dropping the portal in Legends bathroom.
I think it is.
Rat droppings down there.
So, can you make private world your home?
Yes,
you can. Yes.
No reason.
Only if it's your own.
Not anyone else. Yeah, not anyone else. I've got this go. So I'm thinking
Who are you, bigger?
work just to like show people.
Yeah, why are you? You're taller.
That's it.
What? Yeah,
That's the only reason. So
Who's bigger? I swear, who's bigger?
Like, you actually feel... Do you upload a new version?
That's weird.
Oh, wait.
No, this is the same thing. Just do. Wait, I'm
Are we just shorter?
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Portal.
Yeah, people can actually see
why am I
this
so
time, right?
big?
Portal, guys. Jesus Christ.
Portal in the bathroom.
That's suitable.
Oh my goodness, man.
Oh. By the way, there's a portal if you wanted to go.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's just really dark.
All right.
We actually get to see Legends' house.
I clicked the thing.
Sup, gamers?
You click the thing.
Click the thing? What about clicking the
I
thing?
clicked the thing.
Nice.
I clicked the blue button, and now I think I trapped some people.
Oh no.
Do we need to click something? Oh, we click this?
No, you're not.
No, don't click. Okay, not clicking.
Too late. It's been clicked. Sorry.
Everybody don't panic.
So,
That's all they
I have lots to learn about animations, but this is my first. This is
I found a
basically going to be
I like the skybox.
like a Zelda-like adventure map where there's puzzles, and it's going to be kind of like the Four Swords games.
There is the seam on
You're in full body trying to stand on this tiny ledge.
Look like
Up there now, look.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to demonstrate this, but you won't actually see it animate, but go ahead and stand on the blue and then click the button.
Oh.
Oh wow. This is smooth.
Smooth. Yeah.
No other button to make it go down.
It's local too. That's cool.
At the moment, I need to learn more animation state stuff.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Can't click it.
What do you have to click?
Everything in this map, besides one temporary flame thing, is made in Magica Voxel.
Okay, I was gonna ask what program you're using because I assume a very similar program called Cubicle to get a very similar style.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if it did.
So once I actually finish the map, I'm going to release.
Oh my god, my legs are killing me. It's all
the.
It's not my fault. I didn't make you do anything.
It's your fault. You made me run 5 miles. Your fault. But.
So what was?
There's a bit of a problem with my new avatar there.
I was just gonna ask. So what was the name of the program used again?
Whenever I crouch, this is what happens.
Magica Voxel.
Magica Voxel. Okay.
Not
It's its
so
own
good.
standalone.
Also, your cape is always crooked.
Yep, it's on.
I don't know.
I think Windows,
I don't know how to
Windows,
fix
Mac,
that.
and Linux. You can export everything as like OBJ files and other stuff.
Like when it's standing, it seems fine. It's just whenever.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go in seated mode because like my legs hurt so much.
It exports everything with basically a palette sheet, and so I can reference the exact same texture for every single material.
But
Just make
check
different-
if you
reference the same material for almost everything except for
Where we
stuff
going?
that needs to be different for like shiny.
Take a look at the armor here.
It's so dark. I can't hear. Let me turn a light on.
And I used a very similar program when I was doing all of the islands and shapes and stuff for backend. I used a program called Cubicle.
I'm watching you and him.
It's actually the same program they used, if you know the game Crossy Road. It's the same application they used to make all the assets for that game.
Yeah, I was browsing some of the demo art in Magic of Voxel, and they had some stuff that was from Monument Valley, and I wonder if they used the same software.
Is it reflective?
Maybe. That'd be interesting. I love Monument Valley. I recently bought their lighting asset in the asset store.
I can see that your fingers are kind of separating, but like I can't actually see your other.
Otherwise, if everyone's exploring the circle,
yeah, something that's got a reflection probe bake.
That's why it's so fucked up like that. It has
it's very
Emergency direction light? Who actually is that? Starfire? Please tell me it's not actually on right now.
It's on.
Oops.
I guess we can't see it because it's the
lights
ceiling.
on?
Oh no, I don't.
That's fine.
Right now, I guess I have my safety settings so that I only have avatars on and nothing else.
I have front shaders on. I don't know who anyone is.
This is just lights.
For some reason. So that's already two. Because I wanted
It's just providing the dark.
You could have a trigger
I
there.
mean
The
data just needs. It doesn't actually light up.
when I do eventually manage to fix this next, you know, Dawn of War with that drop pod thing with Space Marines.
Oh, are you gonna actually do something with that?
Yes. So whenever I load in with this avatar, you're just gonna see a drop pod come flying from the sky, crashing into the ground, and then my avatar will just hop out there.
So right now,
I haven't seen you in ages, Monkey. What have you been doing?
I've been studying for my league to remain.
Oh right, when is that?
So that's basically for me to carry on staying in the UK because it's my 5th year in the UK now.
Yeah, when do you take the test?
So
lose track of you, and there would be
I need to take it either this week or next week.
Oh goodness.
So I've been studying like crazy with that thing.
Okay, when was first King Charles?
The first King Charles.
Around the top area first, over here.
Yeah.
Wait, Legends, did you go AFK?
Around you? Yeah. Okay. If everybody can kind of gather around the end of the pathway here, Lakuza just wants to say a thing or two.
Hide all the
guys, if you come round,
guys, real quick, if you guys could just go around the corner here, up to the top where Lakuza is, he just wants to say a thing or two before we go to his world.
Thanks, okay.
Let me get
the menu working.
I have no idea how to do that.
Monkey, get out of the way of Lakuza there. Your butt is in the way.
Move the monkey butts.
That's what I did for my map. I didn't end up learning how to
Alright,
do it.
Just a heads up, Lakuza, I don't know where you're talking about, but Lakuza's
up here.
a couple things up there.
Yeah.
You guys just want to come around the corner here with me?
Kind of hard to explain because I don't really understand it.
Like an actual dance.
Go ahead, Lakuza.
John, just standing there in the shadow.
In the dark. Okay. Okay. So the world I'm about to show you, it's a new world that I've been working on as a kind of a secondary project. For anyone who is streaming and they don't want songs to be playing, I would recommend turning your sound effects down before going in. For everyone else who doesn't mind songs, I recommend turning your sound effects between 75% and 100% because I always tune my volume for 100%. So if you go in, you might not hear anything. But the music is a big part of it. So it's basically a Jet Set Radio future world. And initially I wanted to function as a kind of music festival for all the songs in the game. So when you load in, you'll hear like the actual DJ from the game talking and introducing the area, and then the song will start. So that's a big thing I wanted to demonstrate as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a very work in progress. There's loads of white material areas because I've literally only just been working on it for about a week's worth over like the course of a month.
So there'll be a lot of missing elements to it. But yeah, I'll open the portal here.
Is there enough room? We're all right here.
I'll be careful with that avatar. This is being streamed
Oh, really?
by many people.
Here we go.
Yeet.
Okay, my god.
It's just heads up, there's a portal around the corner here.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes, with frames.
Yes.
Sadly, I won't be able to.
There's a lot here.
But it runs really well. Holy moly.
Oh, yes.
So wait, Lakuza, is this just the
Do
environment
we
right
get
now?
to pick the song? Do we get to pick the song?
So yeah, the environment I haven't really edited much yet. So there's a lot of things missing. Like the back of buildings are completely missing. And I'm going to edit the entire city so it's explorable from front to back. There won't be any missing areas. So I'll be modeling a lot of it myself to kind of pass those areas.
Show me the new avatar.
Wow.
I'm also going to edit it a little bit more because I want it to be able to have a festival feel.
360.
So the front area here will be like a big gathering point for, and like, you know, just dancing and stuff. I'm going to edit the entire place myself, so like the DJ talks in between each song, and I'll upload to YouTube and have it streaming from my account straight to it.
Nice.
And then also I want to add stuff in, so I'm going to add roller skates in so you can actually skate around. I don't know how to do grinding yet, so that's something I want to figure out. I was speaking to Phase Dragon about it, and he was saying that it's kind of not that like doable right now. So I might leave that for Udon.
Wait, why did you say that?
He said that it's at least in the way I got the grind rails, it just wouldn't be that feasible with my world. I'll still attempt it, but for now I'll use my mount system for the skates. I'm gonna have spray cans so you can graffiti around the environment. And I'll have like mini objectives because I don't like keeping worlds too basic. So there will be things to explore and find, and like graffiti points on like basically it won't be complex. It's like I want this world to probably take a maximum of 2 months. I don't want it to go over that. So it'll be like roller skates, music, spray cans, and just like
I don't think I've seen anyone
exploring.
made spray paint yet.
I've seen something on Avatar, but it's something I'll have to figure out.
You can. I just everyone just draws in 3D, but something that like actually hits surfaces. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'd like
it doesn't
to do.
seem like it's hard to do.
Error has one.
Didn't do it. Oh.
But like, I'm thinking about having. Yeah, I'm thinking about having like 2 presets.
Yeah, he has a spray paint on one of his avatars.
Yeah, that's just quick.
Yeah.
I have seen one avatar where it hits the surface and then it just sort of drips down.
Freeman model.
I don't have it on the avatar anymore. That's an avatar testing shaders.
But I guess that's all I really want to say. But if you do want to explore it, then I guess you've got 15 minutes to just run around.
Yeah, just run around for 15 minutes and just be back here in 15 minutes. And if anybody has anything else they want to show off, just come up to me.
Oh, well, I will say, because the meshes are edited, the mesh colliders, it's basically mesh colliders, so you may get stuck, because I haven't done any editing, and the stairs, they're very bumpy, because it's just mesh colliders on that as well. I'll eventually put like a ramp collider on that, so expect to get stuck on parts of the environment, because I haven't done any editing to that. Also, one thing I forgot to say is that the entire city is one single material. It's a 4K texture.
Wow.
The reason why there's white blocks is because I've been atlasing the entire city. So this is right now. The sky is one material and the city is one material, and I've still got space on the city one. I've got vehicles. I've got characters. So this place will be like there'll be cars moving around and like characters just walking around like crowds and stuff. So yeah.
I'm thinking this is this, but it's like this is a nice skybox we have here.
Oh, basic skybox.
Oh yeah, good reflections.
I can't see all the avatars.
I never played Jet Set Radio Future. Is it considered better than the first one? Because I did play the first one.
I didn't play the first one, but Future had a really big impact on me in terms of the style and the music. So I've always got sort of nostalgic, I guess, fondness for it. I don't think the gameplay holds up well anymore. But it's just something I grew up with, like,
I don't even notice.
And I haven't seen anything in VRChat for it, so I really want to do some. So that's one thing I spent actually. This world I actually wanted to make before my Final Fantasy one. So when I wanted to get into world, I had 2 options. I wanted to do a Skies of Arcadia world or a Jet Set Radio world, but I had no way to get the files. And it's only recently, thanks to Dark Jason, that he actually got the files for me for both Skies of Arcadia and Jet Set Radio. So those two worlds I can actually make now that I've been wanting to make for over a year. So this is kind of like a dream come true for in terms of VRChat worlds. So this is more of like a passion project that I just want to bring because it's something I really like as a game type thing. So yeah, so thanks to Jason for that.
Yeah, what game is this?
Jet Set Radio Future.
No, I have my HUD off. That's why I didn't get notified.
Alright, I think I should go explore some.
I really want to play this. Yeah, for sure. I really want to play this game, but the issue is there's no good original Xbox emulators out there. So I would have I have an Xbox, but I'd actually have to locate a copy.
Yeah, I know the first one's on PC, but yeah, that Future's a weird one. I've seen some people playing an emulator. Yeah. And also, the thing I forgot to say is the floor was not extracted from the game, so I have to make the floor myself. So luckily I got the textures, so I have to basically reference the game now through videos.
Like all your meshes
and basically try to figure out where the...
Clearly hasn't finished everything over there.
I've actually started progress on the footmap, so you can actually see over there. Like I'm trying to kind of
so big.
Right now, this
because you showed the textures. They
Well,
are.
if you want to be able to utilize texture atlasing, then it has to all be one mesh, because otherwise you're going to have those draw calls anyway.
Yeah.
Because separate
and,
mesh
I had to reduce
meshes
my
in
world
material, yeah.
I had like 14 meshes in my
I mean, I
world
can like
main
show my
meshes,
main stuff,
so
but
it's, I
like
guess it's gonna
my
be-
main outer,
I
but
mean,
it doesn't
I
matter.
saved
And it's
one
very, very
of those,
surpriseful to
so
meet you
pretty
here.
good.
Because I'm not something like a creator or anything, I just joined an amazing person who actually is. But yeah, it's very surprising to meet you here again.
Literally only that I
Well, I mean,
And you.
I mean, you can just
watch
around the trees. You don't want
That's on you.
I don't know why you ran to me, but you made a mistake. I really like your outer and like all the iterations you showed me. It's amazing.
I mean,
especially moving in shaders and stuff. Damn.
He's got colliders on everything.
He said it was all mesh colliders.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere you go. I did get thrown by one of them though.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, pretty much like anywhere you go, you'll land on it.
Nice apartments.
The sound effects are actually from Jet Set Radio, so.
Like even ooh, this is fun.
No.
Pound Burger. That is a brilliant name for a restaurant. Pound Burger. Because it'd be like 1 pound burger as well as just like pound burgers.
And just some little stuff, but very much. Just some little accessories. Because
I'm grinding.
Most of the time I'm just teaching people how to do it. Thank you.
Right? I can't do that at all.
The skybox monkey, did you? Were you showing
That's the one that you gave.
We're not bounce, boy.
Yeah.
You're just drawing everywhere.
Am I?
You were.
Damn it!
Oh, hey, this doesn't have a collider. Does that mean anything
No.
white doesn't? Okay, so he hasn't finished anything white.
Let's find out. Hey! I don't know where I am. I'm in a blizzard.
Oh, somebody's particle effects.
Yeah.
Oh, this one has a collider.
I don't see. What part? Whoa! I don't know what just happened, but I lagged hard.
Somebody's got a particle fix for that.
Yes, you need to fix your
I have all my
texture.
particles off.
And then I've got NPCs and all the characters in the games. So I do eventually want to have the crowd just walking around. But yeah, I think
the crowd.
when you
Picture of me with.
What's this? Can you add my map?
That's impressive. Where's Squid at? Squid.
I'm right here.
Sly wants to be added to the list, I believe.
They would have like 30 textures
Sly,
each. So
awesome. Alright, you'll go right after this one.
It's a 4K.
Oh, okay, this one?
This is a really
one.
So right now this world has
available,
a total of 3 materials.
Yeah, I did it myself.
The white boxes and then the sky.
You need to re-upload real quick?
Did you then use custom
texture
For sure.
I haven't used it yet, so I was going to use it, but it was like
real quick just so I can
I think
point you in the crowd.
it was like 60 meg, and then when I put it into Unity, it went down to 20 meg. So I thought, I checked the upload, and the upload's only 12 meg. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Also, I just got myself
Went down.
It's hard to hear you.
Went to a wall.
But
You shouldn't use it.
The phone I got is Xperia X8.
Oh, it's good to know that it works.
I just realized that
I'll tell you why.
Came built in with an app that can do that.
Okay, that's interesting. Because my app as well is using completely crunched.
I guess it's the
Say that again. It's so loud in here. I can't understand anybody. You're quiet.
You got some good colliders in here. I like these.
Is it mesh colliders everywhere?
There's a voice file pretty big. Okay, let's go.
So saying that got myself a new phone recently. It's Sony Xperia X2.
The ground I have to make completely myself because the ground wasn't extracted. So the road, the footpaths over there, I've kind of made myself too by watching like gameplay videos and matching it as best I can. But yeah, I've got to put all the road markings in as well. I like this.
So what creates the? I guess the ground is rectangles added next to each other because I see atlasing. Anti-aliasing, sorry, between the lines.
Yeah, I've noticed that, especially with the pillars, and the vertices are joined, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. Is that just the UVs?
Yeah, so what you want to actually do to get rid of that, are you talking about these white lines on the ground? And all that? Yeah, so that's actually called mip mapping.
Oh, okay.
And so, if you want to fix that, go into your texture settings and disable mip mapping.
Oh,
sweet.
And then I'll fix it. Is there any downsides to that?
So the whole point of mip mapping is that it'll actually lower the resolution of the texture as you look at it from more compressed angles.
Oh.
And so it shouldn't. It's more of a video memory thing.
My texture's 4K, is that a problem? If I turn mip mapping off?
No, actually shouldn't be an issue, because you are just one material, right? Everything's already loaded in there anyways.
Okay. That's cool. That'll help a lot. Yeah, because that was bugging me, because I kept going back into Maya to like move the UVs. I was like, there's no white there. Why is there white showing? But that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, that's a good suggestion, because I've been wondering that same thing.
Nice. Load me up. Fixed.
The real point of this.
So all the white paths are going to be also getting the 4K texture and then being atlas.
The atlas is made. I just need to move the UV separately because each block is basically one mesh and it's got like 30-40 textures on, so I have to move the UVs manually into the right place on the atlas. So it takes me about a day to do 2 blocks in the city. Like I've got a good workflow now. So yeah, it's easy. Like when I started out, it was a nightmare because like it's just lines everywhere, and like I have to go into like the hyper shaded turn, like click the material, and then frame the faces, and then try to figure out where it is between the mess. But you know, I've got it figured out now. So
is there no building that it's like another one that you can just duplicate?
There's a lot of duplicate buildings, but they're merged into a block, and the blocks are kind of unique. So, but there's only like 3 blocks now, so I might as well finish it that way. And then I've got to add more blocks in around the area to kind of. Like if you go behind
okay, I just saw them disappear. I think they may have just hit
polygons.
Oh,
I'm gonna make it so the entire city has nothing missing. So I'll model all the missing parts in. I did the same for my Final Fantasy map as well. Because I hate it when like you get ported worlds and then you go like behind a building and it's just like a cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
That always bugs me. I like to like just model everything that's missing so it feels like a complete world.
Hello.
Hello. Nameplate's off. Hold on. I can't invite him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess if before we go, if I could take like a photo of everyone, because this is like the first.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
Oh, you got VR.
Where? Where do you want us to go? In front of the city? We should go over here. We should all stand over here.
Bus.
Yeah. This one doesn't have any dynamic bone, so I think it's not laggy and not that stuff.
Yeah, I'll risk and put avatars back on.
Let's all stand in the staircase, this one, so we can take a photo from down and we can have everyone standing there.
Oh, yeah.
And you can use the 2 stairs
we're taking a photo?
way.
Good. Because I'm making a 2D avatar, or like a 3D 2D avatar, so I want to do.
Oh wait.
Hey, Andrew sucks.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be Fiona.
I'm just logging all the avatars up right now.
Okay, so picture is going to take from which side? From that side or this one?
Oh yeah. Go that
There
way.
you go. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got my
I can't talk with it because I break the
Wait, that's gonna be hard for smaller avatars, isn't it?
Hey, Legends.
Yeah, the small avatars.
What do you think of my
You gotta
face?
go like
Smaller avatars.
Do I look awesome when I talk?
What you do, Venus?
I was trying to fix the shader issue with the mouse, and when I was messing with it, I broke all the visines.
Oof.
Yeah.
Do you have the old model?
Is everyone ready?
No, wait, where are you at?
Oh.
My goodness, it looks like a fucking donut.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Down the stairs, yeah, so that you can see everyone.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, it's slide back?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no, this is not gonna work.
Splinks, wait, did
Hold
Splinks
on.
get kicked out too?
So, Fiona, are you ready to go?
I'll just change back to Zelda for now.
Someone's coming behind you.
Which one is this?
Wait,
This
Splinks
Splinks.
came back and crashed.
My
Yeah,
friend.
he crashed was talking to me.
Okay, slides back.
Oh, someone else coming over too.
Anybody? I
Someone
can't
else
tell.
coming over.
Who is?
There's a fucking Unity chan.
Oh, wait.
There's a Unity chan coming over.
Is everyone here? Oh.
Hey, Shad, do you want to be in the picture? If you want to, you better run
I'm
over
gonna
here.
take one now before I, because I don't think I might crash. Okay, so 3,
Good attempt, monkey.
2, 1, choose.
Crash.
Arakusa!
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, dude, what the
Hey,
heck does your
Rakusa, I
beak do
found a
whenever you
house
do cheese?
that's,
It went
with a
fucking
door
wild.
that just leads out into open space.
Oh, there's a lot of empty space on the other side.
Oh no! I'm talking
Dude, I
about like
fucking love
in. Well, there's like a grand hut with like a front door that just straight up opens out onto the street. But it's like 3 stories up.
Oh, okay. That might have been the game then, because it might be a place where you skate to and then you can go out the other side. Maybe.
Token head.
I just completely.
Did I told you what I had it on the token so far? So that means we can commit suicide. I have to go do it. For the females?
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you see the house is hung up by the stilts. There's the front door that just leads out to fucking space.
Oh, I think I do.
This one.
Yeah.
You actually go through the door? Oh.
No, I'm talking about the door up there.
I think I know what you're talking about. There's like nothing to get onto it.
Oh,
But...
as in like, where did that person actually get into their house?
Oh, I see.
Or get out.
Right, I get you. Yeah, that's like that. I'll check if it's like that in the game, but I think that's how it is. Because there's a lot of really weird architecture. Like, it's funny. They got some really random stuff everywhere.
I was gonna say, oh look, there's another Pound Burger. I love the name Pound Burger.
Well, and the bet the rent is cheap.
I guess it's 1 Pound Burger.
Wait, what are you doing to get the assets out right now?
Dark Jason got them for me.
Dark Jason.
Here. Alright, hey guys, do you mind if we are you done showing off or?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, cool. Can everyone just like respawn real quick? We're just gonna go meet up back at spawn. We got a new world.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can still hear them
turn
talking. The Kusa turned down the talk.
I like how we spend
I
time
can
to
hear
follow the
people
respawn.
over there.
That's the point, though, isn't it?
That's fine. I like that.
He likes it.
It's the same thing as my Final Fantasy world. It's like I think it's 1,500.
Good. It's good when you have like a normal group of friends. When you have this many people, it is kind of crazy.
I can turn it down as far as. Oops.
Who else is showing?
Alright, where is Sly? There you are. Hey, if you could drop an invite plus portal to your world, awesome.
Oh, so Squid. One thing, like, if we're gonna keep this whole thing invite plus, should we tell people to get off of the auto accept invite status?
Everybody's PC just burned.
I'm scared, but okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
There's more so a thing to just stop, random trolls from getting in because we had an issue with that at one point.
Okay.
Portal.
What was Legends just doing?
He's Tony Hawk.
And I'm just scanning over everyone right now, and everyone seems to be the normal, just active. So unless I see like everybody on, blue.
Well, okay, yeah. There was Sly which is, like made me think of the issue at one point. But if it's only one person, it's not bad. But I believe this is everyone, so.
Yeah, this is 3. Yep.
So, seems like we didn't have that many worlds today. It's only been an hour.
Everywhere, honestly. But
Has everyone seen my son? His name is. We're not supposed to go on the grass. What happens if we go on the grass?
No, I mean, like, you can, but, like, I just say it's kind of laggy, you know?
Oh,
whenever you walk to the side, you're so much faster. Just like this is the speed on each.
Like, if you stay along the path...
Why'd you put the strafe
Strafe
distance?
speed high.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
You put your strafe distance higher than your run
Faster
speed.
than the walk distance.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm gonna adjust it.
5, 1, 4.
So
It'd be like I could just be like, "Hey, Science, let's walk."
It's kind of hard because like you can't move your head.
I know. So how's it going?
Where's Sly?
I've got name tags disabled. Who's the fish?
I'm assuming it's Integra. But where'd Sly go?
Oh, okay. I'm not really lagging from the grass.
Oh, there's Sly.
I want pink grass.
For that pink world.
I don't have any reason to put grass in it. I need more things to put in that are pink.
Well, if we ever did our,
Pink cheese.
Easter egg thing, you could have pink grass everywhere.
That's true.
This grass is nice.
I guess I just need to finish that randomization thing. Some more
We'll get
people keep
there.
asking about it. I keep getting too many side projects. I can't even finish my own prefabs. So I assume everybody went this way. Is this meant to be the same world as the one with the god rays?
I think it's the same layout. He just changed the materials.
Oh, flying swings.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much, like, this is what I got done so far.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it needs though.
That'll come later. That'll
needs
come later, but
particles.
this is what I got so
have-
far. Yeah, I have some particles at the very beginning.
Well, you can
But,
have
like,
particles that follow the
Oh,
player
there's the shark.
around.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely do
Where's
that.
the sunken ship?
Yeah, but like
Is that you, Lakuza? It is.
I had.
You're completely dark. We can't see
I
you.
recommend asking Silent. Silent has it on his world, her worlds, Silent's worlds.
Which world? Or what?
Okay.
Post processing or something
Has
like that?
the
particle
particles flying around, like local particles.
That
So
just
they're
follow the
only
player.
like within a radius around you instead of
Yeah,
just
that's
universal.
cool.
I assume
so
it's
we
just
can do
player
that later.
tracking.
Thing to
Yeah.
see is just the air sign dude just zipping past me, just like.
What's their name?
Well, look behind you,
Silent.
Well,
Oh,
is that Gura?
Where's the whale?
I have that whale on my map now as well.
Must be enough for a block.
nice.
Gura. I don't know how you have that blocked.
Oh, I don't have growth blocked. Where's growth?
It's right there. There we go. Sunken ship.
Oh, there we go. I have my safety settings on high. I'll put them back on normal. See what happens.
I have mine on maximum right now, but oh, the ship
Well, I have
actually.
it, like, oh, there he is. Okay, it must be.
Yeah, that's what I have so far. So I'm gonna definitely look into the local particle thing. That follows the
It
player.
must be the shader.
I'm
Do they have
sad now
shaders
he's
blocked?
not solid.
It might be animations actually.
No, well, actually, I have
Oh,
no idea.
yes. Yeah, no, you're right. It would be animations. Because I have basically like friends have avatars and shaders on. I have to go back though.
My hair can actually make sense
for
now.
me.
It's floating in the water.
Hey, your hair looks like
So,
kelp,
I just
you
turned
know?
it to normal. I'm just turning it back, so you're gonna go back to nothing. Yep. Now you're a great guy.
Look who's that? Don't move your head.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't see something. Let me get the camera.
He's
Yeah, he's
climbing
climbing
your
up.
hair.
It's a reverse Rapunzel.
Oh god, it's moving so much up here.
Because I don't move your head, they're climbing. So don't move it. You can move it as much as you could.
Nice.
What do you think, Andrew?
It has been fun, brothers, but I must ascend.
Huh? The low poly graphics are
Get down.
that water. Beautiful.
You want a baseball?
Swing the scythe.
Thumbs up. So yeah, good job. Oh yeah, me neither. I don't have one either. It just does this. We're the thumbs up club.
I can only assume what you're doing, but
I love big maps like this. They're fun to play around.
This is kind of like a thumbs up.
does this mean you can't see me now?
No, it's transparent.
Oh.
Did we go like this?
I had that song in my dance world.
Yes.
I actually made it too transparent. I should fix it. I lose it sometimes.
Wait, what am I looking at?
Too bad never did it anyway.
See Gur's name, but he's a bit
Okay, give me a minute.
Oh god. And this is kind of...
I was so productive today. I did so much. I actually like when the dev meetup started. I was like, oh crap! I gotta go to the dev meetup. It's the first time that's ever happened.
This is what happens when you're just building on worlds. And it's like, oh, I'm so busy. I almost forget to stream.
No, that's why I knew, because I got all the notifications that your stream had started.
Oh, I forgot
So I
that you
was
had
just
that.
like, wait, what? Yes.
Okay.
So is he just big and that's on his hand?
Oh, you missed it. Where's Girth and his meat shader? Girth, get the meat shader out.
I think
Can you see, can you see Monkey with the meat shader?
You can with another shader, like in his world. So I'm assuming you might be able to. Like, it has a mesh.
Oh, it's nice. The water bed looks so nice.
He has a mesh and it's not like transparent. It should be
Oh, if
visible.
it's transparent, you
No,
can't.
I don't see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
When he's doing his like projection shaders, it like projected onto it.
Yeah, because it's different, right? Because like projectors work differently than just a shader that tries to
dumbest
sample
thing
what's
ever.
in there.
Yeah, true.
And it's the most optimized one I have.
That's your most optimized avatar?
Okay, what is your head? Is it a Pop-Tart?
It's a... Yeah, it's a Pop-Tart. That's my icon. No,
Yeah.
it's literally
Well, I
just
think
one quad. And one texture. That's it. Just like... It's always facing you.
I kind of want.
You can blame Error. It's his shader.
No, I blame Splinks. I always blame Splinks.
Nope.
Always blame Splinks.
And the fact that, like, I really want to kind of perfect.
You can't change any of the
But a lot of it's going to be like
I need to just upload more just random objects.
Need to look through
random
the
animated
meat shader.
objects.
Wait, what do I look like through the meat shader?
Okay, it's into the nothingness.
Oh, you look like Nightmare.
You just look like meat.
You
You're a
look like
quad
a
of
default
meat.
avatar
Oh
full of meat.
gosh. Everything
Yakuza
is just
is
meat.
Meaty.
Some nice meat
It's
hair.
not even meat. It's like it's like.
I don't think of it as
It's a raspberry
Looks like ground beef.
sorbet.
Kind of.
Yeah,
I need to change the
so, like,
texture.
It's too gooey to be meat.
Only a few...
Everyone's looking at a meat.
It's meat slurry. What is
Can you
that?
see my true form?
Oh, because that stands still.
Oh yeah, I think with the meat shader,
I
that's
need
your
to see
true
what's on
form,
top
like
of that
true.
mountain.
Wait, I've got. Let me change show avatars.
Is there any limit to how many?
How you doing? Don't scream.
I'll stab you.
Live.
Oh.
Have a knife.
What just happened?
Still kind of animation.
Let's Starfire the light again.
Like, that's something that's really, it's gonna be really cool. It's just
Got the body.
correct model.
Got that body behind us.
When did he get VR? First I've seen him.
I think last week he got it. So yeah, it was recent.
Okay. Because he just waved. Also, hello, Sandy. Sadly, this is like the last world, so there's not much left. Or this, there isn't anything left.
It's on VRChat. It's Eric's computer. That guy over there.
What?
He has
Well, I am.
No.
It's the whale basically demo.
Okay.
And they have a demo where you can just stand near corals, and they have like tortoises going around, and there's animals. And if you get your hand close, yeah, the jellyfish one. If you get your hand close to like an anemone, it actually retracts into itself. And all the people have made it try to just blown away. So if you can get a bit of interaction, that'd be.
Yeah, we're trying to do
the squid one is so good on that.
We're trying to do like some really cool what's that called again? Rendering. What's that thing called again? I forgot, but it's like based on your camera and like how close you are to whatever. And I wish I knew what it's called. I forgot because I'm not very good.
Can you describe it?
Too good. Rendered. What is it?
Distance.
Render queue?
No.
Render queue?
Far plane.
What?
Render far. I don't know.
Oh, it's based on the camera, and like the camera's like it's the same method they use to make like kind of like those like pools where you move and then like the water moves with you. Render camera. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that though.
And then like basically, if you would go up to like something like coral, we're trying to make our own system where like if you get close to it, then it would do something like retract. Oh, I really wish Lovecraft was here because he just made this really cool thing where basically you could have like a weird drumstick type thing, and then like
the flower world.
Yeah, it was public.
Yeah, did he show you?
We went to it. It's public.
Oh, it's public now.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, exactly. We're gonna implement that here in this map, and then also
so well.
yeah, and then we're also gonna do like a whole bunch of like. I really want to do like a really dark cave system where everything's kind of glowing and like emissive things, as well as like the final reveal, which would be the hidden city of Atlantis itself. So like a lot of this I just made in like the kind of like the level this year, maybe in 2 days. But I completely scrapped the other one, if you remember going to it, like, like maybe a month ago. And it was like using realistic rocks and stuff, but it didn't really kind of fit the theme of like, like this whole Abzu type theme, right?
It was more
and
dark.
I think it looks, it looks great in VR though. So like, I think like stylistically, it was a better choice to scrap that idea.
I really like this.
What are you?
What Squid said earlier, I don't know if you know how to fix the completely black shadows, but apparently on top of the lighting window, there's you can set the type of lighting. It's apparently set to skybox, and you can change it to gradient color. And apparently, if you change the color that it's set to black, you can get light shadows, lighter shadows, I guess.
Okay, I'll try that. The gradient shadows in the lighting window.
Yeah, so just switch it from by default it's on Skybox. I would change it to actually a gradient, like you said, and just do different shades of blue. And then what that'll do is like from the top it'll shade you one shade, from the middle it'll do one shade, and then from the bottom it will do another shade.
Oh, so like the entire thing, like where it would go kind of down, right?
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that instead of just like kind of like a static color, where I actually have it so that the fog matches like an unlit plane, where it kind of blends in. So like once you get past a certain point, you actually see the skybox. But I'm gonna change it then, because we definitely want a gradient going where like it looks like really like it gives you even more sense of the depth instead of something like very kind of plain, I guess.
But the way you use the fog is really good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, like I was debating whether or not. Do you think the fog level right now it's like set to like
it's
0.01?
Yeah, it's like it's exact. It's like clear ocean. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, yeah. Hey, come on.
Oh,
Monkey, is this you in this photo?
I mean, to be honest.
Wait, hold
What did Monkey do?
Who are you talking to?
Okay, so where did he go?
Where's
In the photo that Lakuza posted, whoever's standing next to me is like a quad picture of somebody.
Anyway, real quick, are you
really
okay
happy
if we move on
because
for now?
oh yeah, sure. But I just wanted to introduce Luff. I'm sure y'all already know him. So he's like the brains behind like a lot.
Are there any more
of
worlds?
This.
Yeah, there's
Or
one more
is
after
it?
this.
Oh.
We're going to be going in about a minute here. Yeah.
It's cool that you guys make an actual group project.
We're gonna work off GitHub. We're trying to do that.
I'm 30.
Oh, didn't recognize Tiny Avatar.
Alright, cool. Portal, guys.
Oh, I love how everyone's rushed.
Let's continue this conversation later.
I had a difficult time finding you guys. I love how everyone's mass exodus. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go!
The map.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
Looks like. Wait, it says there's one more person in here. I can invite them at the end. No, the next one.
Just to reset the timer, and I'll just see if they're around the corner here, and if not, I'll go back.
Okay. Okay.
Dev Meetup.
Yeah. After the dev meetup, I may ping you to get some help.
I don't think so.
This map is one material.
No.
Okay, I thought everybody knew by
baked
now
in
that
maps.
safety settings should be like highest, so that you could actually see things.
Yeah, mine is basically at max, except friends with like avatars.
What's out there?
So, was the outside of the place we were all standing in the map? Was it also inspired by
Hey,
the
so do you want to
place in
present it?
Abzu
We
where
gather
you
around you,
exit
or?
from the rock and there's nothing?
I'm not sure.
Because I remember that
map
in the game too.
is one material.
Well, we did a lot of.
Oh no, it's a bouncy face.
For me, like I did
should
a
call
lot of
everyone around first.
referencing from like just like
Yeah.
general like underwater scenes and different games, and I felt like we really
Guys,
wanted to
so real
transition
quick,
from.
but just because it's a small world, can we just hold conversation just for a second so that the person can talk?
Roger that.
So this map is one material. Everything you see around you is baked in light maps. In the doors there is of course more light testing, and in the room on the other side there is cameras that change your viewpoint to the block outside. Yes, that is all this map is. It's very small. It's also set up with occlusion culling and stuff like that.
Do we just go through the doors to the different lights?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is what you chose to wake up and roll out with.
No, don't look, I'm idiots.
Let's turn on this TV right here.
Upside down,
but
on the camera I see right on the left. I'm actually right side up. It's just like maps.
How do you turn it on? Because I don't see anything.
Oh, this is weird.
Is that what
You click on the
Look,
squares.
it's so
Oh,
strange.
it's synced.
This is all I see.
Oh, he's moving the cube.
About time you actually
I
show
this
this
see
off.
myself.
The cube is a viewpoint.
This is Squid right here.
There we go.
Here's Squid.
Yeah.
Here, I'll straighten you
That's
out.
me.
How about
Oh,
now?
hello.
dramatic close up.
Wait, is this you, Monkey?
You guys are so big.
Yes, that's me.
How bad does it feel?
I'm used to it,
Would
so
you
it's
like to
fine
say
for me.
anything to the camera?
Oh my gosh, I'm Z-fighting so much. Why am I Z-fighting so much?
Oh, you probably have a.
Oh,
That's happening to me too, right?
That's
Player
probably.
local
You want to get really
Yeah.
messed up? Check this out.
Alexa, turn off player
Oh, okay.
local on your camera.
But I'm
What?
I'm very purple.
Yeah, it has
Question.
C.
Because I'm
This is
getting
my
too...
avatar. Anyone around
You
here?
only have to have mirror
Do you mind if I
reflection
try
on it.
the seat?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what the
Oh,
heck?
well, can't change it now.
You're the one that told me that when I put the camera
back in.
system in my
Yeah,
world.
I'm stupid. I just
Are you ready?
dragged whatever I
Oh,
sent you
gosh.
in and I forgot everything.
God damn
I'm
it.
stupid as shit.
You gave me such a
I
hard
don't
time
know,
for that. It's like,
who's
fix
looking at
it.
your camera?
Yeah, I
That's
did.
what
I think all the
camera.
cameras are kind of like done
Interesting.
differently.
Like it looked
Very
fine in
interesting.
the so it's just like okay.
Oh, menu's still over there.
I didn't
Hi.
test this at all.
I'm so tiny.
I just uploaded in the last 5 minutes.
Oh.
Uh-oh, crashing, crashing,
Oh, and you
crashing.
can go outside this map if you want to watch it.
I'm crashed.
By clicking the hello
Might.
world will spawn.
Not yet.
Oh, I might just fly.
I have no
Oh,
idea what's
wait,
going
yeah,
on
that's
here,
right.
but I think I'm crashed.
Yeah,
I can still
okay.
hear you guys.
I can still hear
Yeah,
you.
I can still hear you. Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, but
so,
you're not
like,
moving.
I got nothing here. I have a little white hourglass.
I want to try
I can hear
something.
everybody, but my viewpoint is frozen. I'm
That's
still
really-
holding your camera as far as I can see.
You are.
Oh. Dying.
I'm stuck.
It's just
I don't
interesting
know
having
which way- I don't
like
know
so
what to do.
like sound still like bestialized, but it's like not from my correct point of view. Fiona, just keep talking.
No, let me check.
Wait, so what am I? So what is my avatar doing? Is it moving my
You're
hands
holding
at all?
a cube.
You're holding a
Am I
cube
frozen in
above your
place?
head, basically. And frozen in place, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so awkward, like trying to like
I
look
can
and
hear
point at
everybody.
you guys.
Have your lighthouses turned on?
It's Oculus, if anything.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Oculus. Okay.
Nothing. Okay, Oculus responds.
Not gonna work.
No, it's
Because
VRChat.
I know that
I've
with
never seen
the
this.
Steam
I've never
VR
seen this crash
beta.
before.
Hello again, Lock.
It's the I see a white hourglass icon that I've never seen before. Let's do it. Wait,
That's
Then it's
oh,
not the
actually,
compositor either. You can see. There you are.
Well, can you see something? The cube in my hand.
You want to look at yourself?
all right, I'm gonna have to.
I can hold it. You're moving.
I
You're
can
moving.
mouse around and
I was
see.
hoping I could do
Yeah.
something with
It's
my
my
Halloween
mouse.
avatar where I'm holding my own
This is-
head, but I was having issues with it.
Your hand is still up in there. Oh,
Mainly,
that's...
if I have the cube inside my head model
Yeah, so
because
I
of
can
the
move
toon
my
shader,
mouse.
I can't see.
I
And
am
can
looking
see
at
on
myself
desktop,
now.
my
Oh, hello,
VR
me.
instead. I'm gonna have to restart.
How come I can see only one camera? Left, come here.
Oh, this is weird.
Come to the other room. Come.
Oh my goodness, dude, so much better than Smash Ultimate.
Check me for a ride. Do it.
Wait, where's it point? Like, where's it facing?
Give me like a
right now?
roller coaster ride.
Where's it facing? Like, what direction?
It's facing like in between you and Fiona right now.
Oh, so it's like looking right now.
yeah.
It's looking at me.
Yeah, looking right about you. Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn this around. I don't want to do it too fast.
I'm being grabbed by a plane.
I can take it.
Dude, whip him around.
I'm fine. Oh, it's me.
This is how it looks like when I'm looking at. Is this how it feels like to be a piranha plant?
All right, let's go to the next room.
Get out.
How do I get out?
I'm being abducted.
There you go. I had no idea where I went.
Revenge, bitch.
You could have just got out at any time
I'm
anyway.
used to this stuff, so I'm fine.
I could have, but you know.
This isn't the right place. Where's the next room?
Right now, what are you looking at?
How do you get out of this?
I don't know.
Are we?
The development?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
And
Track after the hip, but not
VRChat.
He's the guy who made the Half-Life 1 on the world. Yeah.
Nope.
How do you get out? Is there an out?
Oh, okay. I think they both go to the same place. They like it's just.
That fucking stupid.
Selfie cam. Oh.
Dude, sorry, but do both doors go to the same place?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
that's
get
what I
out.
was getting.
So this hello world? Yeah, click the
Okay, so I guess click the hello world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Let's see, wait, where's the mirror?
That green
there's
hallway
no
is a lie.
Yeah, that hallway's a lie. Fucking bullshit.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, what happened if I use the bottom?
You turn on a mirror.
That's a mirror.
Oh, nice.
There's a mirror in every room.
Oh.
I've always considered rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
That's pretty much it.
Study mode.
Nice. Do you plan on doing anything else with that, or do you plan to make it public at some point?
No, this was just a quick test. I just made it in the last 5 minutes.
Definitely play with the idea though, because this would be a fun idea to go public with.
Probably. I messed with the reflection probes and made like a mirror that is curved and stuff. You can like deform it. It was really funny. Because real-time reflection probes are very powerful. Okay. This was just a quick test. This was also made using Bakery.
Like I'm just wearing the.
Oh yes, I know Bakery. They're very nice.
Yes.
Because it's so dark.
So real quick, I'm just gonna run around and ask if anybody has anything else to show, because otherwise this is it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. If we could all just respawn.
Last time, but I updated.
I mean, you could just walk off the platform also.
That's true. Let's just kill ourselves.
That kind of thing. It's not fast enough.
Okay, first of all, hands off my bread.
You have to wait until everybody gets here before you like start describing things.
Are you there, Alexa?
Yeah, but I'm Mr. Hands off my bread.
You're breaking my brain.
Okay. Let me just unblock Nintendo.
I'll try not to be too fast this time.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so do you need to say anything before we go, or?
Is this the last one?
Seems like it.
Okay, wait a minute. I just washed my hair just a bit ago before I went into dev meetup. I need to go ahead and brush it to give it a
volume panel.
Back like for like 2 minutes.
Time to turn up the silence.
Your
Oh yeah. Turn up the silences. Yeah.
Jam.
Earlier. I'm so sorry.
What's going on?
To like move my whole face on my.
That's my jam.
I'm literally like squishing my face right now.
Okay.
What is this?
Got it. Nothing.
I'm Snake. I'm Snake.
And Nintega.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you need to say before we go to your world, or do you just want to drop a portal?
I think it's awesome.
I just want to drop the portal. It's the same one, but like I updated it a lot.
Okay, let's clear a corner, guys. Hey guys, can we just clear this corner so we can drop a portal over here?
What? Okay, why don't we go to the third person room so it doesn't make collision with the spawn?
No, he's not going to be able to put it there. It's too close.
Invite.
How long does it take to
There we go.
Can we clear out the space right here?
Go right there, right where Squid is. Go back to where Squid is. That corner. It was cleared for you.
Turn around.
That's where the spawn is.
Yeah, the spawn.
Spawn is here, in the center of the room.
Drop a portal. I was saying it was too close to spawn.
That should work.
Hold on.
Hey, I don't see shit.
Alright.
Just click on.
Let's see if I can do this.
Go into that area.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, now I see.
Yeah. Oh.
35. Do we have enough?
Oh.
What is this? Mario VR World Smash Update. Oh,
Oh, so he's the one who did it. Okay.
But like kind of a based on the.
By the way, there's a new portal.
Okay. Yeah. One sec.
Did you already tell them?
I did.
Where is it?
Oh, okay, sorry, it's right there.
Oh.
Are you actually AFK?
Oh no, I'm trying to find a friend.
Oh,
Show
okay.
him this model.
Lollicops. Hello. I should be looking at comments more often then. Is this where everybody spawns? But
Oh no.
where did everybody go?
Finally, my frames are back.
Evie?
I have a feeling
My frame.
Inclusion cool map. I'm gonna
Leo, your frames
can I
are.
jump off the map? Hold on.
know if I should say.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Hi, Don. How you doing?
I was expecting to join the room, just a cube and one emoji on the walls. Like, wow. That's what I wanted.
Just click on. I don't want to show too much because the last time, fast and going everywhere. So I think this particular hub is okay.
Okay,
Awesome,
so
so
there's
we'll follow
plenty of
you.
stuff to go to.
It's good. Have you seen my frames?
I barely made it back. I just.
No, I lost mine. I think I might.
I walked into back into my room and I just see the portal at like 3 seconds. It's like, well,
Just made it.
What do you mean?
As in a
I saw 1 second, then I got in. I was like,
The fact that he ripped the animations is.
I would recommend that because that means we're rendering everything.
Yeah.
Also, light baking.
I thought it was showing, don't you?
Probably
Like,
reassigning
you guys
is
are
lacking.
showing, right?
Yes, greatly.
Most of us
Alright,
are.
Alright, I'm gonna calm
No
down.
one's ever
right
told
now.
me, so
I'm
that-
not
that-
gonna be
thanks
red
for
anymore, I'm
telling
gonna turn purple.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the ones from.
Have you marked
There we
everything in the
go.
map as static?
Area, some of those don't have any correct. No.
If it
I
doesn't
don't-
move,
I don't
mark it
think
as
I
static,
did.
and then also look into
You
occlusion
should
cooling and
mark
light baking, because that will make things a lot more optimized.
What is?
Occlusion culling is super easy,
it
especially
can be
for
had-
worlds like this where it's mostly outdoor stuff. It can be pretty easy.
All the other areas are loaded in.
Really?
Yeah, I flew out there. They're all there.
Oh.
I only hear from the left.
Weird.
I think the problem with this world is
Weirdly, my frame rate is improved now.
Wait, where's everybody?
It takes a
sounding
few, like I guess it takes a
so
minute.
weird?
People often say that.
That's weird.
Why don't you have trigger occlusion set up?
Picking up.
No.
I don't know if he has any optimization set up.
Trigger occlusion is tricky though.
You can talk to
Because
the
there's a lot of
NPCs,
things
like,
that,
they
if you
got
turn
speed
them on,
bubbles. If you
it will
click
be
on them, they
speaking in
actually
weird ways.
speak.
So, for example, you should never occlude your colliders.
Hold on.
Because if you have pickups, then for the master they will fall through. So if the master has them occluded and you're somewhere else, your pickups will fall through the floor if you're there and the master isn't.
Okay.
So you have to be careful
I've
about what you
also
trigger.
triggered occlusion for.
That's a good point.
I mean, it's the same thing with like any synced objects.
You
You
guys
shouldn't
are
be turning
loaded
off
in
too.
and ready. I can
Like,
show
it's
you the
good to
avatar
trigger
area.
Why
real
quick.
Do that, but the thing is, if you're going to trigger occlude mesh renders, you might use occlusion culling.
Am I getting the audio? Oh, I'm hearing everybody mostly.
Yeah, Audio's doing some weird stuff right now.
He will never be in Smash. He will never be there. Oh, hang on, let me just. I've got a...
I'm not gonna
Who's
buy
here?
it.
Hello.
Where's Nintega?
Alexa.
Behind you.
I'm right here. Yes.
I need to order the avatar.
All right, hey,
I was saying, like, if you guys want to go to the, start with like the app.
Yeah, one. Oh wait.
Oh, Jack, come
It's a
on.
Y bot. Oh, you almost read.
sorry, you're cutting out a lot.
Everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying,
Still good.
if you guys want, I can get the avatar area out of the way. That way, I can show you like everything in the area afterwards.
Give it a minute.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, real quick, we're gonna follow Nintega around, the creator, and they're just gonna kind of talk about the world.
Nice.
I had planned to be fun, but I got lazy.
You're all the way stuff
If
up.
you guys are curious, you can just click the speech bubbles on your way.
Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Come
Sweet.
here! I knew that would happen.
Oh, wow.
I did it anyway.
Oh, this is fun.
You just have to click on the
Click
pipe.
on pipe. I've got my
Oh, damn.
click
There's a lot of
pipe.
avatars in here.
Peach!
Oh wow.
Just to let you guys know, they're all generic. So if you're bothered by it when in VR mode, my apologies. There are actually avatars where you can use them in VR mode in the back.
You should probably put a comment on that, but that doesn't matter as much.
You like to real-time light?
Who said that?
Yeah, I added this.
Crouching is the normal viewpoint.
But like, if you
Crouching.
right here, there are humanoid rigs.
Oh yeah, well.
Generic?
Yes, they're all generic, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it's a generic.
It is not working for me.
He said it was generic.
So why is there 3?
I can't. It's not moving.
They're generic.
Okay, so I'll just sit down.
Why are there 3 what? Who's saying that?
Oh, I don't have hands.
Yeah, why is there 3 of the same places?
They're not. Well, they're different. Over on that one, they're Goomba hats, and then over here on this island,
Okay, I'm fucking
they're
blind.
like
Never
alternate
mind.
costumes.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's a lot of avatars.
Come here. I don't want that. I wanted. Actually, let's see.
And so this is the stuff that's not included, right?
Nothing is included. Or
Like a desktop user.
No, you can take the pipe.
Arms are slightly wiggly.
Yeah,
I mean, VR users have some avatars behind the billboard. I know it's not a lot right now, but it'll increase later. I'm not trying to off anyone.
Well, this is my new avatar.
Awesome.
Until Smash releases.
I just hope I'm not scattering everyone right now because of these islands.
Who are you hoping for Smash, as in like a DLC character?
Waluigi, that's all. I've wanted him for like 3 games now. He's been an assist trophy for 2 previous games. I'm kind of sad.
And then someone has the amiibo.
And then they keep adding Pokemon to the roster. So.
Oh, and the plan can.
Yeah.
And the plan is fine. Fine, but more Pokemons. No, I just want Waluigi, and that's it. Satisfied. Still dreaming.
I'm really excited.
I make sure everyone's here because
this is gonna be like a really big hobby of mine for a while. And it's gonna be replacing the one I currently play.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I hope
I'm
the
gonna
online is
probably
good.
play Isabella a lot though. Yeah, the online. Yeah, that was a huge issue with the last game.
I'm gonna main Diddy again, because I don't know. None of the new characters are. Well, maybe Pichu. Who knows?
Oh,
I'm glad he's coming.
For me, like,
if anyone has like the animation disabled, because I've had people say like the characters are stuck.
But like,
it's you gotta enable the custom animations.
I was looking. So this your own characters that run from here.
That's my own.
I don't think they're going to release any new character until the
Oh,
I saw a kid
Wait,
in a
is that
character
from,
costume. It was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not from Mario
I
Sports.
kind of like this avatar, except for this.
I'm definitely hoping
Yeah.
Wait,
for Gino's
what's it
DLC.
do?
over,
That it happens all the time.
oh, I don't know what it is. I have animation.
the
spell.
winking.
It goes boom off my hand. Just
Oh.
randomly whenever I'm not paying attention to it.
Because I think one of the characters you get in after.
So she's got a robot hand. That's the best part.
Yeah, that's the last.
I have no idea who
from
this
the last
character is.
season.
If you guys
Shadow on chapter.
we should move on.
Wait, you don't
Make
know
sure everyone's
who Jing is?
together.
No.
If you remember,
She's
Shadow
from
was
Ruby.
just out of genius.
No, don't do this.
Okay.
He is an avatar.
Well,
Yeah, the
actually,
game or
your
show?
avatar.
It's
It's a show. But
Oh my
you
God,
participate
jeez.
in the
It's a Western attempt anime.
Yeah, for sure. Just gather everyone. Hey guys, real quick, we're just gonna keep following
it's
Ninjaga.
a-
They're gonna keep showing us around the world real
Yeah,
quick.
I was worried because I didn't want to scatter anyone on the other areas.
I think I got it.
Should we respawn or
The respawn.
We can respawn, but you gotta note that there are like 7 spawn points, so we may end up in like different areas.
Should I make a new instance?
So should we all meet up at the castle then?
Yeah, just front of the castle.
Okay.
Oh, I spawned there.
Correct place.
I respawned up there.
He said there were 6 spawns. Or more.
Oh, okay.
He said multiple spawns.
Oh yeah, like few people use that. I mean, like it makes sense if you want to like spread people out, but almost nobody uses it.
Except Kirby.
I think the funny part is that I was able to jump off from the top and actually land back.
Everybody, we're going this way.
Oh, is that the spots where avatars are? The lighting in here is so bright.
Oh my god.
Avatars. No, that's it. That's it for avatars.
Oh.
Where'd you just go?
There's on the mushroom thing? Into your house?
Speak, does he?
Your screen time's over. Turn it off. Go to bed.
He says, "Get out of my room and play Minecraft."
John fell asleep. Somebody check his browser history.
There's no way that's his real voice.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like hearing toads speak.
Hold on, on the ship.
It hurt me talking as Toad. Oh my goodness, how do you get through the window?
Through the window. Through the wall.
All the way to the curve.
Oh fuck.
Wait, Waluigi's over there too.
Oh my god.
How are you guys able to do that?
It's another location you can teleport from. Oh.
Oh wow. This is not.
Wait. Where? What are they going over there?
In here.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no, there we go.
Wait, what are you guys doing? We're getting spread out now.
Wait, I thought there was somebody doing the voice. I didn't realize it was part of the world.
Oh, it's both. That's Integra.
Oh.
Yeah, but...
I didn't even realize.
Okay.
The guys who jumped on the cruise in the room are not on here. Just saying.
May I ask, like, which game you ripped most of these animations from, as well? Just wondering.
Super Mario Party for the Toads. Most of the models actually ripped from.
Most of the avatars, both is what I mean, honestly.
Mario Party 9, 10, and Super Mario Party.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because I've been curious for the longest time.
Yeah, I hope we got some people scattered. Squid. There are people still in that Toad house. That's what I was sort of worried about.
Yeah, well, with the world so big, we're going to lose some people.
Is this the last world, Squid?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I may take off early to get some food.
I guess if we just want to follow
to the castle grounds.
Oh my days.
Oh wait, I think there was one area I didn't get to show you guys.
There you go.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
I wish I could point my pointer at people. And
There is
how
a
tall they
sled
were.
over next to the helicopter. I don't think I showed you guys that area before.
Alright, let's do it.
Like, why are you 40 draw calls? Hello?
So you've missed
See how good the
Guys,
Hey,
we got around.
Going to the sled, you said?
Where'd you
vaporize?
This one?
Yep.
Oh god.
Alright, Cyan, I'm gonna take off.
Alright, well then.
Welcome to the wonderful
Where's
world
the
of
Kusa?
virtual lighting.
As he came back in.
Where did Lukusa go?
And you guys, you can actually go in the
Oh,
cabin.
say bye to Lukusa for me.
Okay. By the way, Nintengo, the lighting is really bright. I don't know if you see on like some avatars, they're just washed out. He's not even here.
So... Vickery...
Hmm?
It's not marked as static. Everything is flickering.
Because I remember
Yeah,
last time we
'cause he doesn't
spent
know.
so much time here, and I just want to get it over with, so I don't like pressure anyone. But you guys saw Delfino Plaza, right? Or no?
Last time we did, yeah.
I really have no words. I don't know what I didn't show. I think it was just the Toad House. And, I think there was like a sewer.
Alright, well, if you want to show us the sewer, I don't think we saw a sewer.
Alright. Oh yeah, before we leave, there's actually a toad freezing his butt off over near where that shop is right there. That's all of the show, really, right here. The sewer will be the last area, and then, I guess, whatever you guys are.
I would say just once we're done showing this off, we should just tell everyone to explore, because a lot of people, I think, are just waiting at the center.
Oh,
yeah.
alright.
It would appear my legs no longer respond till the commands coming from my head. Please stand by while we
To the sewer.
go into some technical difficulties. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
what did I just walk into?
Okay. All right,
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Everyone in the world into Doge,
who does Robin
like
call?
shader-wise.
I don't know.
Only the
Someone-
people.
I forgot the name. Someone is like calls upon another fighter. I don't know who. I don't
By the
think
way,
it's
Lakuza
Lucina.
and other people's like,
Princess.
Fiona told me to tell you goodbye. She had to
Supposed
get
to
off to
be
get
a
food.
real boy. Oh. Okay.
Congratulations, you have one?
I don't know where Squid go, but they're supposed to show off like a sewer.
Oh, Susan.
I was doing so well with a knife in my liver.
Oh.
And the
Yeah, a lot
fact
of
that
them
I
only
already
have
showed
huge
most
worlds
of
like
them.
this.
Awesome.
Instead of doing kind of like a guided tour, I think it's best maybe next time if you want to show it off again, if we just kind of have everybody just explore for 15 minutes, then we'll just meet up at the castle again.
I agree.
Well, that sounds like a better idea. Honestly. I wish I
Yeah.
would have done that this time.
It's a large world, so we can just say, just explore. We can just meet up and talk about stuff, and you can just run around.
Can we interact with those? No.
Okie dokie.
Also,
This is a cool
these
world.
are groups like herding cats. So
Yeah.
you have to show them something sparkly and shiny to get their attention.
Yeah. Well, there's already there's never been 30 people here. Like at once.
I mean, what is it at now?
It's at 30.
Yeah.
I think it started probably closer to like 35.
We hit 39 at one point
Oh,
when
yeah.
we were in Appelinks World.
Oh no.
And there's still people asking for invite off me, so...
Mm-hmm.
So it might have bumped up to like 43 or something. So Squid, just to recap on the two events then. So they'll kind of interchange every week then. So one week it'll be the dev sort of meet, and next week it'll be the sort of community one.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Also, on top of that, just in case people forgot, this meetup, and this won't happen next week. It all starts the week after next week.
Right.
Next week, same time, same event.
It's the first community meetup.
Next week is going to be the same developer meetup as this week. It's the week after that will be the first community meetup.
Right. So I guess one question. You go first.
Yes. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, like, do you have to be showing off a map to go to the developer-oriented meetups?
It's preferable.
Okay.
Just because I do want to keep the dev meetup open more so for people who actually want to show things and get feedback than people who are just solely there to give feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely going to be open for those people. It's more going to be a thing of priority, where if I get 20 people who want to show things off, and then 20 people who want to look at things, I'm definitely going to prioritize the people who have things to show as opposed to the people who just want to come and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a recommendation. There's a lot of artists, a lot of people who can make avatars and everything here, right? Is there any way you can get like a group together to make a community avatar, simple as possible, right? Like 100 polys, one material, one draw call, all right?
Oh, never mind. That was
and make like a bunch of variants, and also release it for people to modify their texture. It's just that most of these dev meets eventually turn up into grey man meets instead of the blue man group, So if you had like a bunch of, like a world that you meet up in, and there's all these avatars, and that way if you select them, you don't really have to turn avatars off because everyone's in a very, very, low poly avatar.
That would be a good idea. Something to include in the actual developer meetup world that I'm going to be releasing.
Yeah. Or the community group one.
Yeah.
So that way as well for streamers, because have you had any avatars on?
Yes.
When you're streaming? Yeah, it can actually, if you have like 40 people or more, right? It can actually, chug a bit.
Yeah, I mean, some people there's some avatars when they join in, like it's noticeable. So then I have to change like safety settings, but by default, I normally have it on none.
But the plan is right now, as far as the forum goes, sorry, I'm going to have the forum open and people can, opt to come to the event. And then if there are extra slots, I will post about that in the channel for people who are looking. I'm not going to ping like an at here, but I will say there are slots open. So if you want in, just request an invite off of me, kind of a deal until we fill out.
Yeah. That's a developer meetup. For the community one, that's open to everyone, right?
It's open to everyone, yes. But if you want to show, you want to show a specific world, you'd have to do a form ahead of time. If nobody fills out the form, I will find worlds myself.
Yeah. But for the community one, it's the one that I was actually suggesting because, people are going to be inviting people and everything. So it's just advisable to have like, it's a good full body, but low poly, low material, low draw call avatar that people can use. I don't think any of the default avatars that VRChat provides is actually low. The
I think the minimum probably has like 5 materials, so they all have a lot of like draw calls.
If you remember, Squid, during the Halloween and at the Pug, there's those restrictions on avatars.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how easy that would be to put in place for.
Get a bot.
Honestly, I would just say to block avatars, and maybe only show your friends.
Oh, I had to eventually actually had to block the friends as well.
Yeah, it gets to that point.
Because honestly, if we have an avatar for people to get into, just so we can lower draw calls, then we're just doing the same thing VRChat's already doing. That's built in when you block avatars, just with a different model.
It doesn't have to be mandatory. It could be an option. Right? Because I have not seen so far a open source free default avatar you can use that's low poly, low material, low draw call.
I believe doesn't ImprovNet use one?
Yeah, they have one for the audience.
Yeah.
It's a one mesh, one material, one draw call.
Yeah.
So maybe I could look into that, but to be honest, I think that just blocking avatars is a better solution, because then, like, if you don't want to get into this optional avatar, you can still just unblock and see your friends' avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah. Zervan, I saw you having your hand up like that. Were you? Did you want to ask something, or were you just in a pose?
Not really, I just sit in my place.
Okay.
Yeah, but honestly, well, I didn't know about the limit of 40 people, since it's like my first time on a developer meetup in like a year. Because it's like it's now 6 a.m. for me, so yeah, it's really hard to attend it usually.
6
So,
a.m.
yeah,
I was going to ask if you wanted to show yours.
I kind of wanted to show a couple of test worlds I made for the Primal Volley one, but probably for the people who at least know what is this about or something like that. They're limited to 16 people, I think. So yeah, it's not really like for developer meetup, more like after party or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the developer meetup is pretty much done with this world anyway.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I will have a chance to show them off later, since I have a day off tomorrow, so it's okay for me to stay today, but usually not. So yeah, probably. So can I just drop a portal, maybe?
Do you want to go?
You can, yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell everybody that everything's over.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
then
full
we can
check.
go after this, but yeah. Why not? So we just respawn then, and then
Well,
meet everyone there.
the question is, do we want everybody to know? Because there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah,
That's
everyone.
probably not.
Oh, on the other side of this, is this meant to be
Most
private?
wanted-
Should I stop my stream?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
They are all just simple or not test worlds.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show them off to you guys from the Prefabs Discord.
Yeah.
Since I was talking about a lot.
Can we see primal values?
Oh yeah. We never got that tour.
It's kind of broken. It's
no.
kind of broken
okay.
at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely make it to this tour. Just need to add the second quest and fix the synchronization problems and stuff.
Wait. Yeah, because we definitely have to do a tour for that.
Oh, so now that you're actually here, how do you pronounce your own name?
I don't know, just
how do you
want.
pronounce it?
Xvirian,
Xvirian.
I say it with a Z. Zev, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, when I was thinking about this, this name, I was like, I don't care how people will pronounce it, so it's up to you how to pronounce it, honestly.
What if the X is for extreme and his name is Ever Ian?
Yeah.
XXX.
If you want to overthink it. XXX, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody in a VRChat account with an XXX and an XXX after their names yet.
Thank God.
Somebody's gonna do it now.
No.
Yeah.
You're looking at this all
gonna
wrong.
Go register account.
You see, he's actually the younger brother of someone named Ryan, so he's Extreme Ryan Eve.
Okay, give me a couple minutes.
XXX Blade Master Edge Lord XXX 69.
Wow.
That's not different.
Shadow Slayer.
Did you just search that up?
By the way, the avatar is a cute girl. Fox girl.
Well, it should be a Steam account too.
Actually, there's only a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6,
Oh, did he just go AFK?
Wow. Yeah, 10 people only with the XXX.
Well, I don't know if I should go eat or follow, because this might be another hour.
Oh yeah. I mean, he said that there were test worlds, multiple of them, so I don't know how long it's gonna take.
We need those tube ones that you can just use a straw to eat.
Using a straw to eat? Is that how that works?
That's the tube type ones where you just use a straw.
The long one.
Are you gonna go to the bathroom? Another straw?
You just don't.
Elaborate ones. Link it all up.
Are the lights dancing in here? Like everything must be just like dynamic.
It's got like a distance thing, so if you go towards a wall, it'll kind of,
yeah.
you'll see like a circle.
I've always wondered about that.
So it's roll-time lights and nothing is occluded.
Yep.
Maybe we should tell them?
We tried at the beginning. Saying occlusion culling, light baking, making static for static batching.
Yeah, that would help. That's not.
Oh, there we go. I think they're back.
Oh my god.
Oh, welcome back. Ankle hands.
Yeah, I'm back, sorry. So... Are we okay?
Yeah, ready.
Alright, so...
Sit awkwardly in it.
Just want to show you off like a couple of worlds. I know they have issues. I'm well aware about it, so... it's not about like, you know, helping me or something. Just to show you all this stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's kind of cool. Though. So the first one will be the like the large forest thingy. It's like basically a terrain forest. I made it like overnight to test the forest system I made, like for the optimization stuff. So it's a bit scuffed, but yeah, and it has this like this weird problem, like you move constantly.
Oh, that.
Zero.
Yeah, but I already deleted the project, so it doesn't really matter since you know it has the only purpose to test it. All right, let's go. Invite plus, right? All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, whatever type you want, though. Yeah.
Yeah, this one it doesn't matter as much. This is like the end.
It's on fire.
So like we have to wait. Well, yeah, Dev Meetup is finished, but hey, just now kind of world hopping for what he's created. 118 megabytes? Well, he did say it was a big forest. Probably have a lot of textures. Oh, that was a big road there. Wait, that's the forest?
Are these trees? Are these trees really big? Or are we really far away?
I think we're really far away.
You're looking at like 20,000 trees.
A tiny fire over there?
Yeah.
So how did you do
the scale?
You're looking like 20,000 trees at once, and you can go down and see all of them, like high poly.
Wait, they're hard. Like now I'm just really curious. Like, how did you get this like so optimized?
Yeah, that was like the whole thing I had to think of. It's like I made a couple of editor scripts for this. I just what you're looking at from this point is like 10 or so meshes.
Okay, so it's similar to what I ended up having to do.
Yeah, kind of. I've seen the thing made, but like after I made all this, but it's a bit more complicated. Like I made the I joined several trees like in groups, so it has like less draw calls, and because of that, when you place a tree, you know, it places it on based on the like center point. But if you have several trees around in the same mesh, some of them gonna get flying or sink into the ground. So I had to like make the editor script to change the terrain height under the trees and all and different stuff. So yeah, let's just go down and see.
What have you made it in?
Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah.
The occlusion there.
It just, as I said, it's just a bit scuffed. It's totally not like that.
Wait, is it like the occlusion culling, or was it something else?
LOD?
Yeah, LOD, occlusion. Yeah, mostly LED.
So, how are you using occlusion? Is it not cut out? The branches? Textures,
No.
I mean,
I don't think occlusion plays any role here. To be
Oh, my
honest.
frames go down when I'm in the trees.
only LEDs.
Yeah, I'm stuck at
it's so
45 now.
easy. It's so easy to get lost here.
I'm just gonna follow.
Like super easy.
I have to turn nameplates on now.
The campfire? No.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
campfire
this is one of the maps
actually
where my
just a
face does
particle
that.
system.
Okay.
Doesn't have any.
I'm a being of pure light.
Yeah. So does normal fire.
That's a good.
Oh, that way. That way.
Fire, I don't see the fire.
Hello.
The fire.
Oh,
it's
the
bright.
I'll turn to my big hair. Then Peter
It's
can find
really
us that
bright.
way.
Oh yeah. I don't have any.
Alright, Peter can find us now.
Wait, Lakuza, that just makes me think
Nice
that we
paint.
need to have like avatars, like besides just yours, like someone else with like a gigantic arrow saying we're here.
I still need to make the wall as well, saying don't touch.
That's a very good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, during the meetups, you need to have a hand gesture on a custom avatar just for the meetups, where you just shoot a flare up in the air.
Well, the problem is most people
Say,
have avatars
"Back
blocked.
here."
So, like one person
Like
actually had a
similar
custom
definition.
shader that would
Ah, you're
basically
right.
do whenever like they did the gesture, it would just be like, please respawn.
Yeah, that's super useful.
Yeah, but nobody has it now
nobody
because we
has
just
it.
block them all.
Well, I tend to keep Squid unblocked, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you could say that. If you plan to block avatars, please like force show one person.
Yeah.
So if your woods are like this in your main world, I can see why you couldn't find all the items when you said that you couldn't find them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are like even more dense. So
Yeah.
the problem is like this. The mushrooms are really tiny. Like not really tiny, but like the normal size.
So like
And even if I
camouflage, I
like
guess.
removed all, even if when I removed all the trees and all the grass, I had a hard time to find them, even in a small area, because they're kind of small and like the same color or close color to yeah. It's really easy to get lost here, and it's really hard to find anything. So it's just basically a huge forest to test the forest system. And it's a bit scuffed here, or I'd say a lot scuffed. So now it's all baked, all has baked lighting, light probes, and stuff like that. It looks really so much better than this.
I really like the sky, like when you look through the leaves and you just get the light sort
Yeah.
of blooming through. That's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that's it for this one. I mean, you can
Is
just
that 2D audio as well?
Huh?
There's just one audio source and it's like up in the sky.
yeah. Pretty much so.
This is fun. Go to social media. There's some people in here that aren't here. They're lost in the forest.
Oh, the lost.
Where's Iron?
I can teleport.
Oh, there you are. It's alright. It's okay. There you are. It's okay. Here.
Hi.
Yeah. Right, let me just show the avatar. It's shipping.
Yeah, let's check the next one since like this whole world is a huge forest.
Where are you
And
gonna jump the
if you've seen one tree, you've seen all of it. Yeah.
I mean, that's how I thought of my archery stuff.
So-
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's literally the same tree, just
Everything
replaced
works
everywhere.
Right in the next one. All right, so the next one is
should
going
make
to
a
be
support
much
group.
more interactive.
Tree supports.
We'll have trees in their world.
So I know three of us now. How much like have you done with optimization in yours?
Not much. I have to use Atlas all of these, but I have to replace them again. At
Alright,
Crows.
so the next one gonna be a little world with fairy wolves to fight with.
Oh yeah, that one. I think I remember seeing that.
Probably you've seen, yeah, a picture or a video on Twitter.
Yeah.
It uses like the Archer prefab.
Oh, it does.
I've told you I've stitched together the desktop and VR one. Most of them are scuffed, to be honest, but I just fixed one for the video, you know.
Yeah.
Since it was the old one, so one of them has sounds and stuff, so it's much better. But yeah. All right, let's just go there. And
My
you'll
goal
see.
at one point was to like remake the prefabs into like saying you could do both with it, but then it's like I got tired of messing with it. I'll just release it and work on something else.
Nice, well done.
Right.
You will be tested, please.
Oh, I thought it was actually 0 megabytes. Let's see, does my cord let me reach all the way to my water bottle? It does. I don't kick this.
Yeah, so there, and like the best weapons are down there. Very nice working bow and stuff.
Yes, please.
Wait, so what were you saying was the best weapons? I kind of joined in midway.
I get asked a lot for heck.
Ah, yeah. That bow is working perfectly.
But this is the only one that works perfectly? Oh, does that mean that if this one, like, you can hold it, like, down and it just shoots versus, like, the other?
It's just for... not really. It just, like, it switches from desktop mode to VR mode based on, like, who picks it up.
Oh,
that
so...
would be really cool. Like, is it fizz sound? So you can, like, do the whole clanking on the seal thing. That'd be really nice.
It's probably gonna be, like, too heavy for CPU.
Oh, I
so
think...
yeah, just to have some
really
weapons
nice.
and kill those wolves. This one is all powered.
Okay. I kill the wolf.
The way you keep the ball on top of your head. There's so many wolves.
Wait, did you keep the status updates in my bow, or did you, like, make a new ones?
Sorry, what? It's really hard to hear anything.
Oh, it's true. Oh, those are definitely your own.
These green crystals are for the healing. It just basically drops. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gonna die.
Oh,
no.
you died.
I'm dying. Help!
He's dying too.
Wait, where's the pickup? There's the pickup.
Two swords are better.
Actually work.
Wait, you can actually kill him with a shield?
Or not. No, not really.
So many.
They keep respawning, don't they? Oh, that one hit me.
Yeah, they can switch target, like from time to time, and they just stand in a place if no one's targeting them, and if no one's around, they just become the animated meshes without any behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and they only get processed on the owner. So it should be pretty much optimized. I mean, I have 45 FPS right now.
Oh, I'm not tracking zone. Oh no, they're coming after me. Oh, they're everywhere.
Use your hair like we
Got more.
Yeah, so they actually respawn.
I promise they don't bite, they just want to play with you.
I can't get away.
And they, ironically, the bows are like the weakest weapon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So if you want to fight like a boss, you need to pick up this halberd.
I will push you the cruiser.
Too late, Fiona.
Yeah, let me switch to something.
Just hide a rocket launcher.
What are the green and yellow stuff that drops? So the green is health,
Yeah, green is health.
Yeah.
And the yellow? What about the yellow one? The yellow sort of...
Yellow looks like it's they're respawning.
Yeah. So we basically, when we die, like the dark fog surrounds them, and then they respawn with a yellow light.
Oh, so one thing, like I'm noticing the animations being kind of jumpy. Like, how are you handling that? The running animations.
That's because they only, processed on the owner, pretty much. So when they go after you, it's totally smooth. But they, when we're targeting someone else, you got to be jagged. Yeah.
Well, no, it's like the animation itself is stuttering. But okay.
Yeah, that's probably because of this. Yeah, there are some eventual problems, but I'm gonna remake this stuff anyways. I need to get rid of the combat system, VRChat combat system.
Yeah.
Since it's bugged and
Wait,
it doesn't really do all the stuff I need, to be honest.
Oh, hi.
Sorry, he was swinging the halibut back and forth and I could grab it. It was retry enough.
Just a random arrow there.
It's like the infinite battleground or something.
Grab the halibut out of your hand because you kept swinging it back and it was up like it's like.
Yeah.
This brings me back to my early MMO days. Eternally spawning wildlife I gotta kill.
Oh shit, he stabbed me. Now I gotta actually die. Oh man. God, jeez.
Oh frick. Oh god.
I'm allergic to dogs. Gosh darn. I'm allergic to dogs.
Shoot me to it.
What the hell?
Vimos a un usurpador. Ah.
Anyways, Squid.
So
I'm not entirely sure. I understand the. Oh, there you are. You glitched out. I'm not sure I entirely understand the whole deal with the two meetups. Like,
so
that you're
one
planning
is
to-
like very developer centric. I don't want to say like developers only, but like they will be prioritized to get in for somebody who just to see stuff. And then the other one is going to be similar to an event we used to run a long time ago called the Sunday Meetup, where it's just going to overall just be public community worlds we check out. And if you've got a world that's public and you specifically want to show it off, then you can fill out a little form, and I'll make sure it's there, even if you're not there.
It's amazing watching you invite the wolves.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, that's what to say.
Because the dev meetup thing, I don't know. It's nice, but I can definitely see where you guys are coming from when it's filling up with people.
It's yeah. I've been trying to run it with the same formula we used to use before I took it over. And it's proving to kind of be more and more difficult as we kind of continuously, almost constantly push that 40-person cap.
It's just, I don't know. I still would want to go to the dev meetups, but it's not like I have anything to show for it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
So I don't expect it to fill up, and I'll definitely try to emphasize this a lot. But the forum is for people who want to show off. Like there'll definitely be an option like, do you plan to show things off or not? And so what'll happen is you say yes, you will be prioritized.
What about you?
You say no, you'll be selected after everybody wants to show things off already brought in.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
And then if there's slots left over, I can just post in the channel, be like, hey, got some slots left over. Anyone wants to join up? Just join on me, or invite off, or ask for an invite.
So the main issue
you might need to have a designated CyanLaser slot though, because there's always even if people aren't allowed to, even if people don't get selected, they should still be able to watch it at the very least, right? Yeah, because it's not the same as being there in person, but it's close, I guess.
But at the beginning, he was saying like you didn't want it, like I guess option of not having streamers.
Yeah, an option of not having a streamer because it is definitely more about getting feedback. And even I have stuff that I'd like to show off, but wouldn't want to be, streamed and showed off to everybody.
Well, you could include all the ones. You could include all the ones that you don't want streamed at the very end, right? And that all you do is at a certain point the stream ends, because everything after that is requested not to be streamed.
That would be a good.
So you stream the beginning,
Yeah. I mean, because I feel like even if there are people that don't want to show off their stuff, there's definitely certain people that would like to have, have a little YouTube video live stream ready to be watched. Because you catalog the live streams on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, they just stay there. That was the whole point of me streaming.
Yeah.
Is so that anyone can just go back and say, "Oh, I want to see that one world."
Yeah, so exactly that kind of thing. I think we can do what he said, where it's like at the beginning, there's the people that want to be live streamed, and so they can show up on Cyan's YouTube channel, and the people that want to keep it under wraps, they can show up afterwards. And Cyan will just have to awkwardly say, "Okay, bye."
The usual sarcasm ending my stream.
Yeah, if that's the case.
But one of the other-
anyone can stream really, but I would just say ask permission definitely from me before you stream, just so I know who is streaming. If it's anyone of the sign, because I already know you stream.
Yeah. But one of the other things is that it seems people find it interesting, once we go into developer level discussions, in the worlds, oh, how'd you do this trigger thing? Oh, you should probably do it this way instead. Or, some people don't know about occlusion culling. Those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think the forum will help with that, definitely, because there was at least 3 times today that you said it would be the last world. So
yeah, that was just because we ran the list dry, and then somebody came up pretty late into us being into that world and said, "Hey, I got something." It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because you have the Dev Meetup Discord channel, maybe have a second one that's locked, and it just kind of explains everything if you end up going into the Dev Community Meetup split up.
Yeah, so they're probably going to be called, the community, I really like what Rubik brought up earlier, where the community one is probably still going to be a meetup, it's going to probably be called Community Meetup.
Stuff like the wolves.
And then the developer meetup is going to just be turned into something along the lines of world feedback.
If we want to,
and not kind of say that it's a meetup, because it's not going to be a meetup.
Yeah.
It is more so about getting feedback on things you're developing and showing things you're developing.
Yeah.
Whereas this currently is kind of like an amalgamation of the first and the second.
There was because another thing that kind of sucks is that since it's the Dev Meetup, there are people like Jason was saying before that have these really cool avatars, but they can't really come here to show it up because it just becomes gray men forever. As soon as
there was one person. Who was so
I don't.
They just spent.
So you're talking about showing off avatars, right?
Well, I'm just saying that that's one part that would probably benefit from having a lower player cap. It's just there are people with cool avatars that come here to show it off, but they end up
there's
just not.
already an event that exists for showing off avatars.
There has to be at least one, but also this event is made for worlds. Avatars is not the focus at all.
Maybe make that a bit clearer.
Yeah, that's why world should definitely be in the title, so it'll be world feedback.
I'm going to put a canny in, by the way, for the default avatar to give you an option to select different ones, because the grey men creep me out. There's no faces, there's no eyes, so just blank, like mannequins.
You don't like the Slenderman meetup?
Yeah.
And
So
teleport right in front of
I'm
you.
gonna make a suggestion that you can actually change to just some slightly different ones. You know, maybe even a one that's incredibly low resource intensive as well. You know. Yeah. Oh, I've got a good team for you for the future World Jams. The 1 meg challenge. Right.
What, sorry?
Oh, yeah. The 1 megabyte challenge. Design a world up to 1 megabyte. Shaders are appreciated, but are not required because people can just make a great shader world. But this is really about making a world that's just 1 meg. You know, at the best you can.
Is everyone ready to go to a new world? Zev's got one more to show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that one will be much more friendly.
After this, I'm definitely getting off.
I don't. Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna have to do a. Oh god, Squid. I'm gonna have to do a scouting mission for that one map that I'm not allowed to say.
Be sure,
But
because don't say it in front of me.
The
or else
pictures that
everyone will know.
Zarni put in the Discord are so hard to tell what's even going on.
Super simple test.
I'm gonna have to get my camera.
Yeah.
So simple. There's no picture. Oh, buzz. Wait, what is this?
Oh god. Oh no.
I feel smart. Okay, I've clicked that one.
Oh.
It's basically the inventory. You can like
long
go around with.
Did you make this entirely yourself, or did you kind of
okay.
like base it off of Fiona's thing?
No, I made it from scratch. I just like use the ideas
Mm-hmm.
and change them as well.
Are these the mushrooms you couldn't find in that forest? Because
Oh, it wasn't in that forest. There's a different one, I
Yeah.
thought.
seriously, they're like dark.
Hey,
you know, I thought they were red or something. For God's sake.
Yeah, they're gonna be a bit different.
What's this?
Oh, I just unlocked a new inventory slot.
Tiny door.
So alright, guys. So I hope that you got it. How to open the menu?
Yep, and then we put the carrot in. Oh, okay, that works.
So on Vive, you just need to press both.
I've got 2 carrots there.
Sticks. On desktop, you just press E. And one thing. Currently, you have only 1 slot open, but actually, you can open up to 6. You just need to find the items for that.
I found one already. So, question: are you using
And
spawn
they look
objects or are you using
like the
another thing?
boxes. Yeah, spawn object.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious.
Right. So, find some like boxes with green glow. Use them, and you're gonna get the additional slots.
Are they
6 in
local?
total.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
local.
Yeah, I've got an
So you can stack.
Oh.
You can stack up to 10 items in a single.
I got a wolf now.
How do you open it?
Up to
I'm gonna buy it.
It says it up there. I think it's touch the trackpad.
Yeah, it says both trackpads, but I'm trying to
put the wolf in inventory.
Oh, I've got. Yeah, I'll need that up slot. And define
Wait, whose slot is this?
Yeah. Oh, you can't even put in the other people's slots.
Yeah.
What is that wolf?
It was testing for the quest. Just put 10 mushrooms here, and it gonna spawn a wolf or something. So yeah, try putting, for example, a wrong thing in a slot.
Yeah, I
See
saw the
like how it
green
goes.
versus red.
Yeah, and the green thing actually destroys the item, so be careful not to put like the second one in the same time.
Oh.
So one of them will be destroyed. Pretty much. So yeah, I already used this inventory in the main world. So it will be based on that and some other things in this menu. I'm just not sure like how easy it is for people to open it.
Are you just using stuff like int to keep track of how much there are?
Yeah, but it's like, I just wanted a real inventory, like in any game.
Right.
So it won't be local and stuff. So the first quest in my world is like to bring 10 mushrooms to the NPC, but it's not local. So everyone in the world should gather like 10 mushrooms total and put them in a slot like this. And the second one gonna be killing the rats, I think, in the field.
I can see a slight issue, right? If you're on the Vive, you use both control pads to move about, rotate, forward, back. So if that's what opens your inventory, you're going to be opening it all over the place.
You to press actually like for a long time. So
well,
I mean, people said it was okay, so I'm not sure. Like on Oculus, I could just make it like left stick click, and it would be like super convenient. But for Vive, it's kind of hard to get which.
Can you combo some buttons? Because a good one together is the grip button and the trigger. Because you never do that. Because the trigger's grab, that's let go. So if you let go and then grab, it should pop it up.
So one thing that's like also something else is that I've been looking into is like if you just press both the menu buttons, like that's how I did it. Like for some other inventory system I had, or a menu system, not inventory.
Both menu buttons.
Like for Oculus or I guess Vive, so it's the top button. So it's the button that opens your in-game menu. Like you could just easily do like hold those down, but since you have it open, it's just press it multiple times, get rid of it. I don't know what it is on Vive. I'm assuming it's the button on the very top.
Yeah, that's it. To open the menu.
Yeah. So that's what I was messing with, where you just hold like joystick button 0 and joystick button 2. And like if it's both of them activated for long enough, you can then open yours.
Probably. But I think it's quite easy for Oculus as is.
Oh no, it's easy. Like, I'm on Oculus and I've been messing with that, but I wasn't expecting like I don't know. It could
there are some problems on Vive. It's really hard to like understand which solution would be fine since I don't really own Vive, and like I don't have many friends with Vive. So just one of them suggested this kind of thing, and others said it was okay. So I wasn't.
I've been trying to get it.
Well, you have some free webs now.
Go. I'm trying to get it to work.
You have to hold it for 3 seconds, I think. Or I guess it was 3. I don't remember.
More like a couple of seconds or even less.
Yeah, there, York. York work. York.
Sorry. I love the fact that I can just put this dog in my inventory. Just
can I put it in your inventory?
Remember,
wait, I did. I think you duplicated it.
I put it in there.
They don't have the track pads.
No, wait. I put one in. I put it in there, and the exact same time that I put it in there, you grabbed one and duplicated it. So now.
No, I had one on my screen. Like here, I'll take another one.
Oh, DC. Oh God.
Easier.
Yeah.
Do
you have
yes, my collection of dogs is complete.
It has one.
Here, have a carrot.
It has one trackpad.
Nope, never mind.
And like a really tiny trackpad.
Sure. I'm gonna take my dogs for a walk.
A toy box.
Wait, I actually lost the carrot. Where'd it go? Is it in your inventory?
So if you reach up and click it,
maybe.
It activates.
All right, that's one thing. It's not local at all.
Probably.
Maybe tell him about that. Anyways.
About this.
Oh, by the way, Squid died somehow.
It will be easy.
Oh,
like,
Squid died?
He hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah.
He's not here.
And you could actually take things away by grabbing it and just putting it up and letting it go as well.
Maybe he got blocked out by the player.
No. It won't work like that.
Squid was another one. I was talking to a man and he had a request to invite someone.
Complicated as hell.
So thinking of putting it in the
back. I'm saying some mushrooms.
If you want to, you just have a button over your head that when you click on it, it activates your inventory or menu.
No way. To put it like one by one. So
I'm going to sleep.
In a slot. You can have like 6 slots in a backpack.
Good stuff.
Or in a single like There you go.
Because we don't even know.
You can at least open it by going click, you know?
What's that?
Yeah, probably.
Your avatar is just always just like smiley, so that's the only impression I get. But like after you playing murder and like I don't know what the impression.
Wait, so is it the end of the tour?
Oh, I think it is.
Oh,
By the way,
your
inventory system, I can put stuff in your inventory.
Oh, because I was about to so much
Yeah,
this
yeah.
actually.
Okay.
But that's not a huge problem.
It was still funny. Like where was he at? Well, I was giving somebody a wolf, and then it just went into his inventory.
I guess you just have to be careful with quest items or something then.
Well, it's like.
So depending, like
it will be okay.
I don't know how the system fully works. I assume you have like a special collider for each item.
Yeah, like several colliders.
So like one thing that like
players.
To make things like local like that.
No wonder you fell out. Yeah. I was gonna say no wonder you ran out of layers.
I mean, you can still do this like without all the layers. But what I was going to suggest, whatever colliders you are using, have them only enabled for the person holding the object. Okay. Hold on. I'm also
like this.
Yeah. Well,
you could have it so like broadcast doesn't always buffer. As like as long as you see that destroy, then custom triggers onto an always buffer to tell everyone like, okay, delete this.
To be honest, I don't really see any issues in this. So, like, you won't put like super important items in the inventory.
I mean, I can see an easy way for people to troll with it. Let's just say, like, you have a quest item and you have to go return it to an NPC. Just put your inventory right in front of it, and now no one can return that quest item.
You're always gonna get public, like in public worlds, people are gonna troll. But I guess for friends, like when you're actually trying to do the quest, it won't matter as much because I don't think people are gonna try and.
Also, I'm also super curious. Are you using Reap or Destroy?
Yeah, I had issues with the Reap, but now I know how to use it. So.
Well, the only person that
I
I'm
was
thinking...
Destroy, but they're gonna use Reap.
Okay, because I was gonna say it's like if I just like rejoin this instance, how laggy would it be?
It will be okay. I mean, I've tried.
Okay.
A lot of times.
Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna rejoin.
The only problem is like when you leave the instance, all the items got destroyed. Like in your inventory.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now that one makes sense, but it's just more of like all the buffered triggers.
Yeah.
Were you there for like phases thing? Of course you were.
Yeah, the staff one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's it.
Nice teasers for the main role. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to arrange like a proper
an actual tour
day for that. Yeah.
But you like what? You're 13 hours ahead of us.
We'll wait for you to have those quests ready first. Yeah, is it 7 a.m. for you now?
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, probably around like one Saturday, because you know.
Yeah, Saturdays will be the easiest.
Yeah, but I just need to finish a couple of things first.
Yeah.
I'll just announce. Yeah, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit broken now, so I don't really. I mean, I can show it to my friends, like, since they don't really know like how all this stuff works. But for you, I just wanted to show it like fully working, you know.
Yeah, but don't feel pressure to make sure that everything's working. Like we understand if something does break.
Yeah, because obviously we all go through it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to like to add the second quest and like fix everything to make kind of teaser trailer or something, so I can put it on Twitter and make a video of it, and then just invite some people, you and maybe some early alpha testers or something like that. I mean,
I'd like to join that, yeah.
Huh?
I'd really like to join that. That sounds really fun. I like the idea of the map.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, many people have seen my world already, because I usually like just drop the Friends Plus portals.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they don't really understand how this all works.
Yeah.
And like what amount of effort I had to put into it, especially if the forest optimizing it was.
I know you're paying, but you have like much worse.
Yeah. For the main world, how many players are you looking at for like the max count, or have you not decided that yet? For like the max player size.
I was thinking about 16 or something, since it's like there are two ways you can use this world. The first one is just to chill, since it looks nice and all these sound effects of water and forest and fields. And the second one is like, you can like gather like six friends or something like that, and just like finish the main storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it won't be easy to chill if like the whole thing is full of monsters you need to kill and they constantly respawn. Yeah, so that might be complicated. But nonetheless,
that's good.
I'm still gonna have some safe pieces. Yeah. There's a couple of other features in the main map, but I guess I'll just show them when they're fully ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry, I'll just announce it later. Just
let us know in
for this.
in advance or
I can
something.
show you like the first ever version of the map, how it looked like.
Right.
Just like really scuffed, but it's just for the sake of contrast. I think it's really good. Let me find it. Wait. It's really hard to find something if you have a lot of test models.
We should probably move out the way as well.
I have a kind of Wally alpha test, NPC quest test, mobs test, super simple test. Can you help me test it, please?
How many do you have then? How many private worlds do you have? Because I've got like way too many than I should do. Although I do delete a lot of them.
I don't delete any of mine.
Not really much about 30.
I like having that history.
Wait.
Is there like a limit? How many worlds we can have?
Probably not. Well, until the menu breaks.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just like people breaking their avatar menus.
So it's a totally different lighting and like it's just empty. But yeah, let's see it for the contrast.
I'm sitting long enough I can finally stand again. Hardwood floors. Didn't even notice 217 megabytes. Wait, is this one of those things where like people spawn in different locations? Oh no. No, I'm just the only one in here.
It's like the first ever version of this world.
So I got a little worried.
It's much more laggy.
Oh yeah, I can already tell, but I got a little worried because I was the first one to spawn in, but not the first one to go through the portal. And there's a couple seconds and like, wait, are we all at different spawn locations?
No, not really. So the actual spawn location will be like and in the newest version here's a fort and like all different stuff, and the water looks much better.
I'm assuming it doesn't have this gap.
Edge. Yeah. And the waterfall really looks much better.
Are you using a shader for this?
Most versions. And you can see like the technical view I've posted like 100 times already probably. Like from here.
Nice.
But it's really much different. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean from the screenshot.
100% different.
Yeah.
So it's just the first version I made like in a day or two maybe. after I figured out how to use the forest. And still, when you look, like, even if everything is LOD2 and like just a couple of planes, you still have low frame rate because of the number of draw calls. So that's why I had to like make all the system to combine the trees.
I understand.
Combine trees together.
Yep.
Disable them when you close. Disable the combined trees when you get closer. Enable the different ones and all the stuff.
I really like the sort of mountains, like even in the ones you post in Discord, the screenshots. It's so nice to see like proper mountains.
The mountain look much better in the new version. It just quite scuffed here. The fort is much better too. It's like broken if you look at it. The lighting is totally different. It's like the day version, and that one is more like sunset or sunrise. And yeah, you only have like so far.
I really want to climb to the top and then jump off.
Yeah. You can just climb everywhere.
So it was kind of Splinks. Just saw your comment here. Like the actual official meetup was over, but then
mountains.
Zevarian, how to pronounce it here, just like wanted to show off something that's like since Squid was nearby and he just dropped a portal.
I just tweaked them a bit or a lot. Well, I had to tweak trees like a lot. At first, they were like, you know, they look like pencils. Yeah, like with six how do you call it? Edges. So I have to like smooth them a bit, like down there, and decimate them up there to make the poly count lower. And I really like put like a couple of months to like all this forest thingy, and I had to remake all the forest like several times because like I thought no, it's not good. But now I really like it, like how it came up. The only thing I don't like is VRChat legs. Like it breaks all the things and the synchronization problems.
Synchronization stuff, that's just game design, game development. They give us too much power. I mean, it's better to have that though.
They tease us with so much power, but the implementation is so bad that it's like you walk on the minefield, and like if you do like anything wrong, everything will blow up. And like with any update, the arrangement of mines may change because you know they can change.
Yeah, pretty much
all the stuff. So yeah. So I'm happy so far. Like I managed to do like this world.
Oh no! Time for the boss. Oh, I was gonna say, like, why are you not moving your hands?
Oh, is it loading?
No, it was just kind of like you were sliding up. There was no animations, but your hand alone moved.
So I just saw that the hands are a bit touch right now. That was a quick fight.
Nope, bye, Lakuza.
Oh.
Oh, now you can see how big the scale of the map is.
Yeah. But I certainly can't say this ghost fits here. Like the old Viking atmosphere. I think it's like about 1,000 or 3,000 trees here in total. And in the latest version, it's like around 7,000 and 2,000 bushes. So yeah.
What I think is kind of sad though is like my original version of archery, like before the public one, of recent update, I actually was trying to go for like 8,000 trees. And then I realized I could scale them up and get a better effect with having less. So I had much less at that point. Oh no, what is he doing?
The lighting looks kind of weird though. Yeah, I see. The fog doesn't affect him. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But in the last version, the fog is like the near distance is much more far away, so we probably won't see it. It just kind of tints the mountains, so we can like have a sense of depth or scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's actually a wet field here, and the road is totally different. Like, all right, you'll just see it, and I'm gonna spoil much. Since
Oh,
you've
there's
seen the
bloom in
pictures
here. I'm trying to find out what it is, like, lens flare. I keep seeing like one
yeah,
dot,
it's
and it's like,
flare.
what is this thing on the mountain? But no, it's just the lens flare.
Yeah, lens flare, right. I had to get rid of it eventually. Like, since you can see the sun, well, I changed it to the sun picture. It was much better. But you could, I had to get rid of it eventually.
did I just
Like,
crash?
since you can see the sun, well, I changed it to the sun picture. It was much better. But you could,
Yeah, looks like I just
I
crashed.
had to get rid of it eventually.
at this
Like,
point,
since
I'm
you can
gonna have to end
see the sun, well, I changed it to the sun picture. It was much better. But you
Thanks
could,
for watching.
I had to get rid of
let's
it eventually. Like, since you can see the sun, well, I
Yeah.
changed it to the sun
Thanks,
picture.
everyone.
It was much
Oh, you
better.
can't see
But you
my
could,